hello, you beautiful bastards. How the hell is everybody doing today? Monday. Another week. Another week towards Classic WoW, boys. Another week towards Classic WoWs. Here we go. Woof. Oh my god. I'm so hyped today. I don't know why, but I'm so fucking hyped today. I have just been sitting here. I had off today, right? So no work today. And me and Melrome were just talking, and I'm just really hyped today. I'm in a great fucking mood. How's everybody doing today? How the fuck is everybody doing today, boys? How we doing? I want to hear some hell yes. What up, my brother? How you doing, Dockin? Dockin, how you doing, my man? I'm doing good. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day here. Episode 3 of Game of Thrones was fucking roller coaster of emotion sane. Oh my god. Yes, it was. Guys. Okay, anyone who watched it, anyone who didn't, we're not going to give any spoilers, guys. No spoilers here, please. I know some people probably didn't watch it, but what a crazy fucking episode. Okay? Wow. Did not expect that shit to happen. Pogren, what's up, my dude? How you doing, my man? Hello, everyone. I was listening to Good Morning Azeroth, but had to pause it for the live stream. Hell yeah, Nigel Black. Hell yeah, brother. Watch that. Make sure you watch that, though, when you're done, brother, because it was a good one. Don't spoil. Haven't seen it. No, Necro. We will not spoil it, guys. Get me through this Monday. That's what we're here for, baby. To get you through this Monday. We're here to talk some Classic WoW. We're here to have some fun, boys. We're coming home. We're coming home, John Cameron. That's what this video, the live stream's name is Homeward Bound, because we're on the way back, boys. We're on the way back to Classic WoW. Sup, my man? Apollos, how you doing, dude? Renzel, Renard, how you doing, my man? Yeah, guys, what's up, my dude? So yeah, last night's episode was amazing. That's all I'm gonna say. It was fucking amazing. It was a roller coaster ride. It was a long episode, wasn't it? It was really long. It was like over it was like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. And wow, right? Wow, God, man. You know, I don't know what it is, but watching Game of Thrones gets me so fucking hyped for Classic WoW. Like, last night I logged on, and I was playing on my enhancement shaman for a little bit, just like fucking whacking people, imagining I was like Jon Snow or some shit. You know? I fucking loved it. I didn't think it was that great. Really, Tom? I thought it was great, man. I loved it. Listen, I'm a sucker. I think everything's great, okay? Tom, I will admit that. I think everything's the best thing ever. I do. Def Champ, how you doing? Dunedane, what's up, my dude? Dunedane in the house. I'm doing great today, Dunedane. My hype level is at like fucking 1,000,000 today. The Shaman in the house. What's going on? I've made a very planned Word document everywhere I go, combined with cooking/fishing. Took me 4 to 5 hours. Serial maniac. You are a serial maniac. That sounds awesome, though, man. The Benzos is horrible episode in my opinion. Writing makes no sense. They just had stuff to hell of it. Really, Benzo? Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, I much preferred the end-game fight. Yeah. Oh, Vomp's got some PC comes in this weekend. Should be an awesome weekend showing the wife and daughter how to build them. Vomp, you should do a live stream of building your PC, dude. Okay, here's the thing. I have no idea how PCs work, okay? I know there's, like, components that go together. Someone stayed and helped. What was that? Dasuki, thank you so much. Hosting. Thank you so much for the host. Thank you so much. Dasuki, that means a lot. Thank you. Appreciate it. That would be awesome. Yeah, so here's the thing, right? Representing good old Germany here, Def Camp. Yeah, hell yeah, Magic. The Deutschland. I am so fascinated, right, with all that kind of shit, like how computers work. I would love to see maybe a live stream if that's your thing, though. You know what I mean? Which server do you play your Ellie Shaman on? He is my refuge. You know, we play on that one server that's been out for a little bit now. If you guys want more info on that kind of stuff, I recommend joining the Discord, okay? Here is the Discord information. You guys, if you guys are already a member of the Discords, of course you guys know, but if you guys want that kind of info about, like, you know, where we play, who we play, what our characters' names are, go ahead and join the Discord. Here's my refuge. Here's the thing, right? We call it Voldemort. I think you know which one I'm talking about, alright? I was told just not to promote those servers on stream, so I'm not going to do that, okay? Because I told that bad things can happen when you do that. Hey, Def, a bit of an early stream, just finished tea. Hell yeah, Arleth. Listen, man, I was off today, Arleth. I was off today. Hinterlands. No, this is, oh, is that, no, we have Arathi up here. Oh, not Arathi. This is Alterac we're watching, right? Yeah, Alterac. And then we're going to watch, I think, Arathi after this, have a little bit of a back. I have some other things we're going to look at today, though. I have some other things I want to talk about, some other things we're going to look at. Some other videos that came out today, which were pretty interesting. OG Haptics put out a video today that I wanted to watch. Can a 14-year-old PvE be competitive? The reality of classic rating. I wanted to watch this and see what his thoughts were on this. So we're going to watch that in a minute together. OG Haptics makes some great videos. Ich liebe Deutschland. Ich liebe Deutschland. Guten Tag. Yes, Guten Tag. Hey, Def, bit of an early... Yeah, yes. Okay, so I also was hyped for Classic today. Me and old WoW friend have been in contact lately, and we have been chatting about Classic all day. Sadly, he wants to go Alliance Filth, though. Ooh, Necro. That's almost like the Jimmy episode we watched of the... See, here's the thing, right? A friend you met a long time ago wants to go Alliance. What I would do, Necro, you know, I would try to convert him to the Horde. But if he ends up not wanting to, just make an alt on his server and play with him every once in a while. You know what I mean? Because I just love that, of like rekindling these old relationships that you had back in the day with these people. I think that's awesome. Guten Tag, indeed, yes. That one server, yeah. That one server. Okay, here we go. Any ideas to help fight cannabis-induced hangovers? I used to smoke a lot of pot, and the only thing that, like, you know, so, I know what you mean, right? You would wake up feeling kind of groggy, feeling kind of shitty, and, honestly, going out for like I know this probably sounds like the last thing you want to do, but just going out for a nice walk or a nice run, maybe not a run, just a little brisk walk or whatever you got to do to just get the juices flowing, right? Gotta get that blood flowing, my man. You gotta, maybe playing some classic WoW, maybe getting that hype going. You just gotta get that the juices flowing, my man. Hey gang, VS Cosmos in my house. How you doing, my brother? I will sub after May 7. No problem. I'm sure that's what is that when your Prime, your Amazon Prime comes up? Yeah, I had to wait for mine to go up as well. Hello, everyone. Patty McDude. Leonard Geschk in the house. Atticus, all my dudes in here. What the fuck? This is awesome. Dude, I'm so sick of my friends being so pessimistic about talking about Classic WoW. So I love all your actual... so I love you all for actually wanting to discuss it. Atticus, my man. I don't think there's anything about Classic to be too negative about, right? Of course, you know, listen, we're never going to be perfect, okay? But Classic WoW is going to be fucking amazing. I am so psyched for the PvP announcement that we got. You know, I totally expected for the itemization to go the way it did, so I wasn't too down about that. You know, yeah, if I was running the show, would things be a little different? Yeah, but I'm not running the show, and listen, I think they're probably doing the best thing for what they have in mind, right? There's a double-edged sword to a lot of these things, right? So if they were going to have Classic WoW as this, you know, of course, having the itemization, you know, live, having all these things, it would have meant more time and energy put into Classic WoW, in my opinion. It would have meant more people being working for it. And if they did that, right, if they did that, would Activision look at it and see, okay, we put so much money into it, now we have to get more money out of it, right? So the fact that they're trying to make Classic WoW a ship that's going to run itself, essentially, a ship that we're going to run, the community, the fact that they're trying to do that, in a sense, makes me feel safer, because they're making sure the costs aren't so effective, or aren't so crazy. They're making sure that things are going to run smooth and go the way, you know, it is going, which is very good. It's an authentic feel. And I almost feel like if they put too much money and time into it, then you know, Activision would feel obliged to try to get more money out of it. Maybe to add a shop, maybe to do these things. So in a sense, right, it's always a double-edged sword with those kind of things, and I'm just fucking happy, man. I am just fucking happy, and I don't know if any of that's true. This is what the way my mind fucking works, but I'm just fucking happy that we're gonna be playing Classic WoW, guys, in a couple months' time, right? Summer 2019, it's coming, boys. It's coming. It's beautiful outside. The weather's getting warmer every day, and you know, soon, one of these days, I'm gonna log into fucking Tearsful Glades on a fucking new character named Def Camp, my dudes, with my whole fucking friends and fucking and this beautiful, amazing, I mean, seriously, the best community I've ever been a part of, and it's coming, boys. It's coming. I'm trying for W. Yeah, you can count on me to be positive, brother. You can count on me. If you won't roll Horde, find new friends. Oh man, that's pretty brutal. A glass of OJ. I got here a cup of coffee, my dudes. I got some black Colombian roast coffee. It is delicious, and you know, right after that, to chug it down, I got myself a dyed Snapple. Hell yeah. Patty McDude says, as soon as I logged into retail today, Trade Chat was talking smack about Classic and how everyone will be disappointed trying to relive their childhood. Patty McDude, you know, that's something I want to talk about today as well. I think people so misunderstand what we love about Classic WoW. Everyone, you know, I hate that argument that, oh, it's just the rose-tinted goggles. It's people trying to relive their childhood and their nostalgia. Yeah, maybe some of that is a good feel of nostalgia, but 99% of it for me is the fucking gameplay. It's a game that I can log in and actually feel rewarded for my character. If people don't understand that, then they're never going to understand that. And those people, honestly, you know, when they play Classic WoW, hopefully, if they do, they will understand and they will become part of this. If not, they don't play it and they don't understand it, then screw, I'm sorry, but they're missing out. They're missing out, right? When people give that argument that it's just nostalgia, it's just nostalgic, it's just people, you know, wanting to relive their childhood or doing this and that and the other. I mean, we saw what happened on Nostalgius, right? How many people fell in love with it? How many people enjoyed that game? We see what happens on private servers. I have more connection with my character on that private server than I do to my character that I've had for the last 4 expansions or whatever on retail right now. I mean, what is that saying, you know? And this is what I want to talk about today a little bit is, you know, we have a video here, can a 14-year-old PvE be competitive, the reality of Classic rating? WoW Classic, liking old MMOs isn't just nostalgia. This is one of the videos I was wanting to watch today. I don't know what it's about. I don't know anything about these videos, but I wanted to watch them. Because this kind of shit gets pushed out all the time where people say, it's just nostalgia, you know, it's just your rose-tinted goggles, dude. That is fucking ridiculous. And I think, honestly, yes, for a lot of people, that feeling of nostalgia is awesome. It's great. But that is not the underlying thing. The underlying thing is, this is a game that we love. This is a game that fulfills so many things that we want with an MMO. It makes us feel rewarded. It makes us feel like we're part of something bigger than ourselves. It gives us that sense of community, that sense of social aspect of the game that no other MMO can do right now. Nothing can even come close to it right now, okay? This is the only MMO currently, and that will be coming out, that has the true sense of what an MMO social aspect of the game should be like. Okay, that is the only one. Hell yeah, Snapple's in the chat, my dudes. Get your snap on. Yesterday on that server, here's what Refuge says, a bunch of Horde players cutted that fat undead Stitches guy to Sentinel Hill. Damn undead elite killed all the NPCs and had the quest crazy times. He is my refuge. Oh my god, that's fucking awesome. See, that's the kind of shit that is amazing about Classic WoW. And I know that could be considered griefing or whatever, right? But like having the putting in the time to do something to fuck with the other faction, you know what I mean? Or to just have fun. You put this time and effort in the mystery of the game, the exploration, all these amazing things that you can do. I mean, just look how beautiful right here, this picture outside Dalaran. You know, I've had so many times here questing here, you know, people over here farming for the elementals, and so many PvP instances here, so much fun here. Just in this one little zone, I have stories that are just, you know, and memories that are just purely amazing. Oh, what is this? My brother comes bearing gifts. Oh my goodness, is this the regatta cookie? Guys, this is from Isgro's, which is one of the best bakeries in Philadelphia, and it's a regatta cookie, and I have a cup of coffee. Thank you, my dude. I'm going to eat it in a second. I'm preaching right now to the people. Thank you, Mom, for bringing cookies. All right, we got some cookies, baby. Classic WoW is 2% of Blizzard's funds. Yeah, I don't know. Got... all right. Let's catch up the chat here. Just it's. I've been checking my WoW email updated by beta profiles, so still no email. I'll give it a few days. Here's the thing with the beta, right? You know, obviously that whole thing about the beta wasn't true. It was only an alpha. So if there is going to be a beta, and if it is going to be open, it's still probably going to be a while yet until you're going to get any kind of access to it or any kind of information on it. So just hold, be patient, my peeps. But I love that story. He is my refuge. That's fucking great. So Carlos says yes. Yeah, the lack of progressive itemization on items is a minor dent to the gameplay, which really doesn't matter when it comes to what WoW Classic means. Carlos, I agree with you there, my man. I do. It's like, yes, with the progressive itemization, there would have been some cool things about it. I enjoy the progressive itemization sense when I do play on private servers. But here's the thing, and I do understand for some players, knowing that certain gear is going to change over time, there are some pros and cons to that, right? But for the most part, that won't interfere with my gameplay experience too much. Will there be some pieces of gear that are going to be more powerful in, Phase 1 and Phase 2 than they would have been? Yes, absolutely there are. There's a good instance, especially for spellcasters. Okay, there's going to be a lot of gear with plus damage and stuff like that. But for the most part, I really do believe that a lot of people will still struggle in Molten Core. A lot of people will still struggle in BWL. I mean, for most of the guilds, people are going to be wiping on Gar. People are going to be wiping on all those bosses that normally people had problem with back in the day. And I think we underestimate the amount of people that are very, what I'm trying to say is the private server community is a small community, right? People who have been playing Classic for the past 2-3 years or more and have been, used to all these fights and things like that are going to be a small group come Classic WoW. Then you're going to have the people that have played the game back in the day, haven't played it in a while, and then you're going to have the people who haven't played it at all, right? For the most part, I think the game is still going to be challenging in those core fundamental ways that it was challenging back in the day. The time investment, the community fact of where you had to get 40 people together, work together, people doing stupid things like standing in fire, not knowing, to dispel little things like that. Because when it comes down to it, yeah, some of the mechanics may be simpler, but they're different in essence from what they are like on retail. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see, and I just can't fucking wait. And I don't think it's going to be that big of a detriment to the progression of the game that the item progression will ruin it. I don't think so at all. It's going to be emotional logging in for the first time, Necro. Yeah, it is, dude. It's going to be really emotional. And you know what? I cannot wait to stream that moment and log in and group up with my people, start the guild, create my character. And this is what I talked about before about the demo, about how I think a lot of people got the wrong impression with the demo because, you didn't create your character. Creating your character for the first time is so important, and it's so amazing. And starting off, learning those spells, becoming, for me, that being reborn as that undead and learning your place in the world is so important and integral to the RP of my character. Hell fucking yeah. Whoever has BRE in the beginning will be the like the warrior pat, dude. Oh my god. BRE, brother. Bone Reaver's Edge, that fucking... Whew. I mean, we almost lost guilds to that thing. But yeah, whoever gets that is gonna be fucking happy, my man. But in PvP, both sides can get the gear. What's the problem with that? But in PvP, both sides can get the gear. What's the problem with that? I don't know what you're. I don't know if you're talking to me or. Most of my friends think WoW is too old a game, says VX Cosmos. I talk about Classic, it's but there's done that. Yeah, they have a point, but to me, it's a true MMO love. To me, as a true MMO lover, it's not only WoW, it's the game, it's how the game was made. Yeah. So VX Cosmos, for you bring up a good point. Like, okay, it's a 14-year-old game. You've been there, you've done that. But I say that to this, right? I still have not experienced everything this game has to offer. I've never been a tank in vanilla WoW. Playing for myself, when I started playing Classic was toward the latter end, towards right before the release of Encourage, right? So I didn't get to experience, first of all, having PvP without dungeons. So all the world PvP, I did do a lot of world PvP, but I'm sure there was way more before I started playing, right? There's still so many aspects of the game that I want to explore. Like, I've never been a tank. I've never tanked anything more than a couple dungeons on my druid, right? I've only played Alliance on my first playthrough, and another time. There's still so many zones that I've never explored while leveling up. There's still so many places that I haven't done all the quests at. There's still so many things that I'm learning every day with this game. I mean, the meta for PvP is just amazing, right? And I still think, to all those people who have been playing for years, who played vanilla back in the day, you can still learn something new every fucking day you log into that game. Every day. Every single day, and do something you haven't done before. For someone who's never played Alliance before, maybe give it a try. Even though you hate their guts, right? Maybe give it a try. Just explore the quests, explore the zones. Doing that with my brother one of these last times around was so amazing. I never leveled through Loch Modan. I never leveled through Dun Moreau. And those places were amazing leveling through them. I had so much fun. Even though, of course, at my core, I'm hordy, but it was just cool being able to experience that. This game really does have so much to offer, man. Time to go play Mythic. Nothing like that. Cup black coffee with your vape. Solid start to the day. John Doherty, yes, brother. Let's do that. I'm gonna have a chug of my my black coffee right here. Anybody want some good black coffee? Cafe Bustelo. It's fucking delicious. And a hit of the vape. Oh yeah, there we go, baby. Alright. What's up, Ilmari? How you doing, my friend? When are we getting you on Classic Cast? Hey, brother, I'd love to be on there. Melderon and I don't know whoever it is, but I'd love to be on there. I have not been asked, but, who knows? Maybe one of these days, we'll see. Christopha Echo, what do you think if Blizz raises player cap on servers? Won't it affect recognizability for individuals too much? Like how ninjing or being a master of professions affects your rep on a server? So yeah, it's a great question, Christoph, because that's something that I noticed on private servers that have larger populations, right? So recently, this last population size on this one of the most recent private servers, at its highest cap, right, was around 14,000, I think, during the leveling process. There were times, right, where there was like 8,000 people on. Now it's about 5,000. Now that it's gotten smaller, it definitely feels better. It feels like I recognize people more often. When it was at 14,000 or 10,000, I definitely think it was too high, right? You wouldn't recognize people. Ogromar would be absolutely packed, or Ironforge, whatever. And there wasn't like, that one guy or those couple guys who had the enchants. It was like 15, 20 people who had, the plus healing, plus 50 healing enchant or the plus 30 spell damage enchant. So there definitely was, a less of a sense of that tight-knit community. I think something that was so amazing about Classic WoW, those 2.5, 3K servers, even though they do seem kind of low when you think about it, right? It was a really tight-knit community. People knew who you were. If you ninja something, people would type it in chat. They said, this guy's an asshole, he did this, and people remembered, right? Now that the server is getting down lower and lower, that kind of stuff is happening, and it's happening more often, and people remember. I personally think there's like a perfect fucking Goldilocks zone number, and that's somewhere probably between like 3K and 5K, but then there's other issues that arise, right? So if we keep the populations low enough, potentially we don't need sharding, right? If we keep the populations too low, though, what happens in PvP? Do we have group battlegrounds? Do we have single server battlegrounds? Both were in vanilla, right? You had the option at first, right? First, very early in the days, well, for most of WoW, actually, there were no battle groups, right? You did PvP in battlegrounds with your server only. So you recognized everyone, really, when you went into a battleground, whether it was Arathi Basin, AV, or WSG. But the queues were longer. They were definitely longer, but that made people who were trying to rank go out into the world to do more world PvP. So there was a lot of world PvP going on at those times, even though there were BGs out, or people would go out and farm while they're waiting for queues, things like that, which would suck once in a while, you know, having to go back. So there's pros and cons to both. And then once the battle groups came out, of course, the queue times were shortened. Of course, you know, people were mostly ranking in battlegrounds, so there definitely are pros and cons of both, and it all depends, to me, you know, on what the server sizes are going to look like. So I'm really interested to see what the server sizes are going to look like. I think that's one of the most important things we need to know very soon. So great question, Chris Taps. Fuck, I can't read today. So I'm wondering how much knowing how to run dungeons, find quest areas, and knowing the best strats, even if you're not min-maxing, will take away from the leveling experience. I hope most people try and enjoy the leveling and not race to max. You know, I think for the most part, that's a great question as well. Even if you yourself have done every single dungeon, you know, in a sense, you're still going to be there to help other people, and you can kind of almost live vicariously in a way through helping these other people, which sounds kind of corny or whatever, but I do it all the fucking time. You know, someone who's never done a dungeon before, hey, you know, this is what you got to do, this is where your quest item is, and honestly, there are dungeons, man, like SFK, SM, that never fucking get old to me, dude. Never get old. BRD, every time I do it, it's with a new group of people, and it's a different experience. You know, one day you might do a lava run, one day you might do a 7 dwarf run, one day you might do something different, and every time I go in there and do these dungeons, it's a different experience, even though you're doing the same dungeon, right? But, you know, if you do it with different people, or if you do it with your guild, it still has that amazing sense of adventure to me. And you know what, though? There is nothing like, you know, doing these dungeons maybe for the first time and getting to the last boss and doing all that. But I still think it has an amazing, you know, Vanilla WoW has some of the most amazing dungeons throughout all of WoW's history. Places like SFK, you know, places like, for me, it's those amazing, you know, castle-like dungeons, or SM, even, you know, Stratholme and Skullomance offer so much amazingness to it. And listen, of course, you know, people knowing about the dungeons and about this and that and the other, you know, it will take away a little bit of that mysticism and you know, all that from it. But for the most part, you know, people are still going to be either going in there for the first time for a long time, or, you know, experiencing it for the first time before they changed it in Cataclysm or whatever, if they did, or, you know, even maybe for the first time in vanilla, or maybe for the first time in a long time. And for me, being able to do it with my friends, or being able to do it with people who've never been there before, is almost just as good. Of course, not just as good as doing it for the first time, but it still gives me that sense of fulfillment, definitely. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much. If the rose-tinted goggles, why haven't I have fun in the last month several times on PvP server? Yeah, John Kelly, exactly, right. If it's just rose-tinted goggles, why are we all fucking here? Uranus is in the house. People have been willing to put years into private servers, let alone official servers, so clearly it's not just nostalgia. Hell yeah, amen, brother. Oh, you guys are saying Yoda Melder when he walked in. Trade chat is, I'm not going to read that damn Forbes, but I hear you on that. Okay, classic community will go, Borg, you will be assimilated retail. Ren, absolutely. And here's the thing that I really believe, guys. You know, Classic WoW fucking rubs off on people, man. You know, there's going to be people who wanted to hate Classic WoW, but they're going to fucking log in and they're going to love it, dude. They're going to love the fact that this character that they made is growing and evolving right in front of their eyes. You know, they're going to love the fact that when you get this new piece of gear, it felt so good and you feel so much more powerful. They're going to love the fact that you can choose your fucking path, down through your talents, down through where you go, zone to zone, down to who you choose to fucking do quests with and dungeons with. The amount of freedom that you have in Classic WoW is unparalleled to any other version of the game that came out afterwards. Okay? Unfucking paralleled. Yeah, I went there. It is, though. I mean, you know, you have so much choice, and you have so much sense of fulfillment and rewardness. Rewardness? I don't know if that's a fucking word. But you really do. I mean, like, just getting to level 10, getting your talents, or maybe getting your pet for a hunter, you know, learning new abilities, doing a new dungeon for the first time, getting a piece of dungeon gear, or turning in a dungeon quest and getting an amazing fucking wand, or something like that. Everywhere you go, every level you go, you're fulfilling your character, and he's growing and he's getting stronger, and it just feels so fucking good, man. And people are gonna get hooked onto that. I know it. I fucking know it, dude. Some people are gonna say, oh, you know, it takes so fucking long running around here and there. But stop and smell the fucking roses every once in a while, right? You're in the old world of fucking Azeroth. There's so much to explore, so much to see. You're not in this little fucking place like the Broken Isles or fucking Northrend or Panda Land, wherever you are. You have the whole fucking world to explore. You know, one day you might be going to Stranglethorn Vale. One day you might be going to fucking Duskwood. One day you might be going to Deathless. Each place has its own story, has its own, you know, look at the beautiful fucking snow coming down right now. Like, sit back, enjoy the fucking world that you're in, because it is one of the biggest characters that we come in contact with all the time. It's the world that you're in. And in classic WoW, it's so alive, it's so vibrant, right? And, you know, you might get into a fucking skirmish in South Shore and Tower Mill, or you might, you know, there's more than just leveling during the leveling process. There's other shit going on, you know, and, I think people can get lost into it. I think you have to let your imagination just kind of run wild a little bit and explore. If you're out there just to hit level 60, you know, you're going to look at the leveling process as a nuisance. If you're there to enjoy the game for what it is, you're going to look at the leveling process as a gift, and that's something that truly makes this game amazing. So, you know, maybe the first time around, you're going to want to get to 60 a little bit quicker, like myself, to establish yourself, to get there a little bit. But once I make my alt, my next character, and I totally plan to do this with my first character as well, I'm going to do all the dungeons. I'm going to have the fun that I want to have the fun that I want to have. I'm going to go to the zones that I want to go to. I'm going to try to level relatively quickly, but that's going to be only because I'm going to be playing non-stop for like 2 weeks. So my advice to anyone who never played this game before is to take your time, explore everything you can, go to new places, group up with people, talk to people, ask questions, you know, fuck up, make mistakes, and learn from them. This is what the game's about. Yo, Defcamp, what's up, Go-To? How you doing, my man? Are you staying in Philly when you got moving and shipping out? So, Leonard, here's the thing, man. Melderon and I are going to be moving, but we're going to be staying in the Philadelphia area. So, any of you guys who do want to come here and ever visit, get some cheesesteaks together, you can always hit us up, and we can have a good time. Always was intimidated by the Priest class, but it's going to roll 1 in Classic. Do you have some small and quick little tips for me? Yeah, Renaud, I do, and I really love that, because there were some classes I was intimidated by as well, like shamans, because of their totems. So one tip I would give you, if you do plan on, you know, going the original route of, you know, going shadow and doing all that, make sure you get a wand very early on, lesser magic wand. Make sure you get, you know, that's at like level 5, you can get that. Level 13, you get the greater magic wand. They're going to be amazing help to you. Also, get as much spirit on your gear as you can without, you know, giving up too many other stats. You know, spirit, intellect, stamina, they're your friends. You know, spirit tap is very important. I also would recommend putting 5 points into wand specialization first, because you're going to want to benefit from that more so than you're going to benefit from spirit tap at those low levels. At those low levels, your wand is so strong and does so much of your damage that you're not going to be using much mana anyway. You're going to be putting 1 dot on the target and then wanding them down to death, right? Because the wands are very strong at that low level. So I say go ahead and put 5 points in Spirit Tap first. Don't go one to the other. Put all 5 points in Spirit Tap first. I'm sorry, in Wand Specialization first. Put all 5 points in Wand Spec first. Then once you're done with that, go into Spirit Tap, right? Because once you're getting a little bit higher levels, now you're going to be using more mana, more spells, and you're going to your regen time is going to be a lot slower than it was in those earlier levels. So go ahead, get Wand Spec first, then get Spirit Tap, and make sure you always have a good wand on you, my man. The other thing, like I said, have some good spirit on you. You know, and you want to front load your damage. So start off with a Mind Blast, start off with a Holy Fire, then put your dot on the target, Shadow Word Pain, then start wanding. If you need to, you can use a rank 1 Fear, which is less mana and will only fear one target. You can use your Power Word Shield if you need to, but my thing is, man, just use your Inner Fire, right? Because you're going to be regenning any of the lost health or mana after that fight if it's a 1v1. If you're fighting someone that's stronger, go ahead and use your Divine Shield. But the more mana you have, the more you will regen. Alright, that was pretty good. We got a Jedi in the house. Crimson28 with the $4.99 to $5 says, only 4 hours from Philly, gonna have to come up there and cash in on that offer. Want to try an authentic Philly cheesesteak from Philly. Crimson28, hell yeah, brother. Thank you for the $5, my man. I will fucking take you up that offer, brother. Anytime, hit me up, let me know. We already had Dokken come down here. We showed him a good time, gave him a Philly cheesesteak, and we had a great fucking time. So go ahead and do that, my man. Thank you for the $5, though. I really appreciate it, dude. You guys are making it possible for Meldron and I to keep doing this, my man. Yeah, I hope that helped a little bit. Dunedin in the house. How's Shumi doing? We need a 5th webcam to follow him during GMA. I know we do, right? Dude, that cat is so funny. Oh my god. All right, let me catch up with chat a little bit because I am way behind. So right here, a lot of people are talking to. I have 2 myself talking about cats. Hope everyone's doing good. April, how you doing? Yo, I'm here. Izzy Omega, what up, Def? What up, chat? Izzy, great to see you, my man. Great to see you. Undead Priest for the win. Yes. Any news, Izzy? No news other than I'm fucking hyped as shit today, and I'm ready to go, baby. I'm ready to go. Need to practice making your character to save them seconds on launch to avoid the Zerg. Yeah, Tom, that's a great point, right? Got to practice on making your character exactly what fucking, you know, I know what mohawk, I know what color mohawk, I know what facial features, and listen, you know, we're going to announce as soon as we go live, unless they put out some kind of information first about servers and names and shit like that, we're going to announce the server, right? The server that we're going to be on, and we'll let you guys know as soon as that goes down, like hopefully within like a minute of the fucking launch. Otherwise, I don't know how else to coordinate this. Maybe you guys can help us with that, right? Because we're trying to figure out exactly, like, you know, what server we're going to be on. Or what's, you know, is it going to be Central? Is it going to be East Coast? So we're going to have our NA server, which is going to be our main server, right? For those of you who want to join us over on Classic. I gave you guys the info to our Discord, which is where you can sign up for the guild. It is in the and I'll put that right here again for the Discord. So anyone who wants to play with us, guys, that's where you're gonna fucking find it out. Hell yeah, you guys live in Hershey, hey, Virginia, USA. I lived in Danville, Virginia for a couple of years. We got another Jedi in the house. Oh, Reagan Colette, I think I'm pronouncing your name. Reagan Colette donated $10 through Super Chat, dude. 10 fucking bucks. Keep pumping out the positive content. Getting tired of all the downers out there. Reagan, absolutely, my man. Thank you so much for the 10 bucks, dude. That really means a lot. I'm feeling the passion. I'm feeling the love today, guys. I'm really feeling the love. Reagan, here's the thing, and everyone here, I'm just a positive guy as it is, right? I think there is nothing to be negative about, guys. We're coming home, okay? We're coming home, and we're gonna have the most amazing experience together, right? So much of this game is the community, and as long as we have each other and there for each other, we cannot fucking fail, boys. All right, things are gonna be great. Things are gonna be amazing. Classic WoW is fucking coming, and we are gonna be there enjoying the fuck out of it. So thank you so much, Reagan, for the $10, my man. Thank you so much, everyone. That really means a lot. Everyone's asking where we're from. No sharding, hell yeah, brother. What's the topic today? We're talking about, I want to watch this video now that we have a few more people here. So we have here, WoW Classic liking old MMOs isn't just nostalgia. I want to see what this video is all about. And we also have a video here from OG Haptics is, can a 14-year-old PvE be competitive? I wanted to watch a couple videos, talk about Classic WoW and why I think it's not just nostalgia, why I think it is this fucking game is going to be the best MMO once again that ever has existed. And, I mean, basically just loving the fuck out of this game. That's always the topic, baby. Of course. Usually Dev Camp starts at about 3 hours. Yeah, I started early today. Here's the thing. I was off today. Wow, that was fucking loud. I was off. I wanted to chill with you guys. I wanted to have some fun. And I figured, you know what? Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. Alright, we are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile. Hell fucking yeah. We are the fucking Borg. We are the classic WoW Borg, and we will fucking make everyone else love this fucking game, dude. Alexander, what class are you going to play? I'm down to 2 classes, Warrior and Warlock. Alexander, I am rolling Priest, my man. I'm rolling Priest. I'm playing an Undead Priest. I'm going to be leveling Shadow. And I'm going to be having a fucking amazing time, my dude. And then my first alt is going to be Shaman. So I'm going to go Tarn Shaman, going to level him probably Elemental, and then maybe go, I'm going to level him Enhancement, and then possibly go Elemental at 40, or I might wait till 60, I'm not sure yet. But I love Elemental and I love Enhancement, so those are going to be my 2 focused people. Of course, my Priest is going to be my first one. Then with Dunedain, I plan on making a Paladin over on the EU server that I'm going to be playing with him on. And then I'll have probably another Horde character that I'm going to be playing on with EU as well. And I'm probably going to play a Rogue on that character. So I have 4 total characters I'm planning on playing right now. But my main one is a Priest. Absolutely. Where's Kargaz? Kargaz, I don't know. I didn't see him on Discord. I didn't see him on at all. Loktar Ogar. It's a rose-tinted world, brother. Well put, response, because shoes are for girls, right? All right, let me make sure I kept up all this. Helping people in game has always been fun, says he is my refuge. It's nice to have those same people help you eventually. Shits happen sometimes, it's the way out of vanilla, and that is so much into the core of what vanilla is, right? It's people helping each other. You know, people fucking getting into people getting into an altercation, right? Whether it's a PvP, PvE, and, you know, being able to just run over there, give him a heal, or drop down a fucking Earthbind totem, or do whatever you can do to help this person. Running by and buffing people, helping someone when they ask in chat, where is the fucking Zeppelin Tower, who's never played Classic before. Instead of just being a fucking asshole and saying, oh, you know, it's up your mom's ass, you know, which is tempting sometimes. It is, right? Because they're fucking retail people. Who gives a shit? No, but those people are going to make this game. Honestly, guys, I really believe that a good mixture of classic WoW veterans, people who have never, you know, played private servers but played classic, whatever. Those people, us, you know, all the classic WoW people, right, and a mix of new people who are willing to play this game who never played it before. We need those people to make this game succeed. We do. We really fucking do. We need a good mixture of fresh faces and old faces and fucking fucked faces. We're just all going to come together and to treat each other good, right? Because that's what Classic WoW is about. It's taking care of your own, brother. Somebody's taking care of me, too. Vapor87 donated $2 through Super Chat. Says, love you, brother. Vapor, love you as well, my friend. Thank you for the $2. And that's what it's all about, right? It's about taking care of our own. It's about helping those who, you know, need help, and then that help coming back in return. Can't tell you how many fucking times I'd run into somewhere, you know, someone, even if it's a fucking Alliance character and you're feeling somebody's helping me today. I got a lot of fucking help today. Izzy Omega donated $4.20 through Super Chat. Male undead mage, no jaw, purple tongue, slipknot hair. Hell fucking yeah, Izzy Omega. Hell fucking yeah. Dude, I fucking love it. Undead mage, brother. That is that. Gonna be making my water for me as well, right? Thank you for the $4.20. Thank you for the $2, Vapor. And you know what? Even as a mage, right, you can offer so much utility. You know, I can't tell you how many times on mage I would run up to someone, give them water, give them food, give them a buff. On my priest, just giving someone a buff, just helping them out, giving them a heal, giving them a renew. Being a warrior, right? If you're a warrior and you see, you know, somebody about to die, going over, charging it, and taunting it, and so that the person can run away. You know, every class can offer something, some kind of help, can do something for somebody, whether it's a PvP encounter you help somebody with, whether it's a PvE encounter, that will come back to you. I'm telling you right now, it will, all right? How many times have you guys had some kind of altercation, and then that person that you helps you in return? It fucking happens. And even if they don't help you, that person will probably be more obliged to help the next person that he comes in contact with. And then so on, and it's a fucking roller coaster snowball effect of fucking good things happening, man. And that's what fucking WoW is. That's why karma is 100% real in fucking classic WoW. It really is, dude. And people that are dicks to people get treated like dicks in return. You know, I mean, it's all good and fun to troll every once in a while, whatever, make a joke. I'm not saying don't have fun, right? You can have fun, but when it comes to somebody else having fun at somebody else's expense, unless it's killing alliance, of course, that's completely okay. That's completely okay. But if it's your Horde brother, my man, if it's your Horde brother, your alliance brother, you know, embrace them. They're your brothers in fucking arms, man. For the Horde. All right. Duo is great for priest. Oh, baby. You know, I'm going priest. Melderon's going fucking shaman, dude. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Come check out Miami, bro. I would love to come to Miami. I've never been there, man. When's release day? It's almost summer. How are they gonna keep it off? You know, I'm really thinking this, brother. So, release date, they said summer 2019. Okay. They said the same thing for Legion, of course not 2019, but they said summer, and someone said this, and it ended up coming out in like the mid of August. So I think we might see that, unless we see the July 16th release, which who knows, we could, but I'm thinking somewhere around August. But even if that's true, right, I mean, April is pretty much fucking over. May, June, July, August, we're almost fucking there, boys. We're coming home. That's around the fucking corner. Hiya, Virginia, New York here. Come check out Miami. You need to move to Altoona Def Camp. Altoona? I don't like tuna, man.
Jedi.
Another Jedi.
The most serious
The 500K donated is that £5? 5 quid. 5 quid through Super Chat. Hadn't donated to you yet. Enjoy your content a lot. You keep me sane while waiting for Classic. Thank you. The 500K, thank you so much for that donation, my man. I really appreciate that, dude. You guys have no idea how much this helps Melderon and I, right? This gives us the ability to keep doing this, to keep streaming, to keep making content. You guys are literally making it possible for us to continue doing this. So thank you so much, the 500K. I appreciate that, my man. Alarm clock is stable. Al, I actually put it in view just for you, Al. I literally put it in view just for fucking you, dude. I said, listen, it's working. I'm gonna fix it, and I'm gonna put it there just so fucking Al can see it. I did it just for you. I hope you fucking like it, my man. I hope you like it. Any shamans in the hood? Hell yeah, Tanker. This is a very shaman-friendly stream, okay? We've got Melderon, who is a member of the Earthen Ring. Our guild leader is Egregious, who's also a member of the Earthen Ring. Myself, I'm going to have a shaman alt. We fucking love shamans here, my brothers. They are the fucking bannermen of the Horde. That's right, Loktar Ogar. Did you wash your ears today, sir? What do we got here? Cal Ward has subscribed with a tier 1 sub over on Twitch. Thank you, my dude. We are growing so much on Twitch as well. That's the thing. The other day we had 0 subscribers. Now we have almost 50. Thank you so much, Cloudward. I think I said that wrong the first time. Cloudward. I can't fucking read, so I'm sorry if I ruin your guys' names. But thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, my man. That means a lot. I really appreciate it, my dudes. Here we go. We got a question. What about the limited mats you need to craft your level 5 wand with enchanting? Would you move on to level 11 wand, which you would get from the quest at Def Camp? So here's the thing, right? You know, the lesser magic wand is a little bit, you know, you need lesser magic, you need things like that. It's going to be hard to get at level 5, right? If you have enchanting. So this is my way of trying to say, you know, yes, at level 5, going to be really hard for you to make a lesser magic wand at that point, because basically, you know, it's going to take a while until you can actually get to your professions, get your mats and things like that. Probably wait until, like, you know, almost level 10 to where you can get it. So if you're leveling up, we got another Jedi. 1 second. The Merv has also subscribed with a tier 1 sub. The Merv, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. That means a fucking lot, man. Thank you, the Merv. Welcome to the family, brother. So this is my opinion. This is what I think you should do. If you are, you know, leveling and you happen to see there's some people, there's going to be tons of people selling lesser magic wands. I mean, fucking tons of them for relatively good prices too. Usually they sell anywhere from like 20 silver to 30 to 40 silver. They might be even selling for more because they're going to be more powerful than they used to. So my thing is if you can buy a lesser magic wand, you know, at an earlier level, do it, and then if you want to make them later and do the same and sell them, you can do that as well to make up for the gold. I personally am going to do as much as I can to try to get that lesser magic wand as early as I can. You know, it's definitely reasonable to think that you can probably get it by like level 10 or so. You know, any earlier than that, it's going to be hard. But, you know, from 1 to 10, priests actually do really well with just smite spamming. But once you get that wand, you know, I mean, a little bit less so. I think they do better on like 5, 6, 7. It's going to get harder and harder the more you level up without a wand. But once you get that wand, you're going to explode all over the fucking place with some amazing DPS. So my advice is, if you can find someone selling a wand for cheap, a lesser magic wand, and you're to stay level 5 or 6, go ahead and buy it if you have the silver. If not, wait a little bit, make your own if you have to, or you know. And if you're planning on selling them, you're gonna be able to make a good amount of money selling lesser magic wands if you're like level 14, 15, or whatever, and the greater magic wands once you get them to them as well. So, you know, it would be helpful for a lot of people. I think for the most part, from what I remember, is, you know, you'll be okay as a priest without it for a few levels, but if you have the silver, go ahead and buy one if you can, right? You know. The cool thing about it is, right, is you don't need many training spells once you have that wand. Your wand's going to be doing most of the damage. So if you don't want to fucking train your next Mind Blast or whatever and save the money that way, do it, because the wand is that fucking powerful. It really is. In my opinion, do whatever you can to either buy the wand or make the wand as soon as you can, because it's going to benefit you that much. Thank you again, guys, for the donations and the subs. And but I would say the release is in August, so we will get a release date next month. That's possible, Schmork. Connor, damn, bro, that's a drive. What did Connor say? Connor. I missed it. Leonard Gesh in the house. Hell yeah, my man. Hey, Def, since you're talking priest, I want to roll Horde Healer for a little raiding and lots of PvP. Thinking Druid or Shaman, but maybe priest is also fun. What do you think? Matthias, I kind of have a rule when it comes to this kind of thing. I tell people always play what you want to play, my man. Play what you want to play what you feel most comfortable with. But here's the thing, I'll tell you a little bit of insight. Priests offer you know, a lot of different healing utilities in many avenues. So they can do HOTS with Renew, they can do group heals with Prayer of Healing, and they have multiple single target heals, fast ones, slow ones, powerful ones, medium ones. They have an Absorb as well. They also can dispel magic, right? So if you're going to be playing a priest, your job is not only to heal, but it's also to dispel. Remember that, okay? Dispelling is so important for a lot of fucking fights, my man, a lot of fights. So dispelling will be a job as well. Now, Shaman, your only job is not healing as well. You're going to be able to drop totems. You're going to be put into groups to give those groups benefits, whether that's Wind Fury, whether that's Mana Spring, whether that's to reduce some Warlock's threat or something like that. You're going to be utilized in that way as well. Also, you know, Poison Cleansing Totem is fucking, and Disease Cleansing Totem is so powerful in Encourage. So remember that. You can also do that as well, and, you know, clear poisons, diseases as well. So that's not the only thing you're going to be doing as Shaman, but the Shamans have the most amazing heal in the game, in my opinion, which is Chain Heal, which can cross party lines, which is a smart heal in effect, will target people with lowest health. So amazing heal. Fights that there's a lot of melee damage going out there. Chain Heal is just extraordinary. It does so well. Shamans can actually come on top of the healing meters when there's really melee heavy fights, a lot of AoE damage going out there. Now Druids are very unique in the form as that, for the most part, you're going to be using one heal. Not, you know, people always say, yeah, Druids have their HOTS and everything, but to be the most efficient for the first few tiers, you're going to be using multiple ranks of Healing Touch, right? And Healing Touch has, at its max rank, the actual most powerful heal because it is a 3.5 second heal, which means it gets 100% of its spell power. So the healing coefficient goes from 3.5 is the number that gives 100%. Anything lower than that gives less. So I think 3 second cast gives like 80% of your spell power, and that's how the coefficient works. So that is why Healing Touch is the most powerful heal in the game at its max rank. Now the other ranks are faster. Are faster ranks. So like a rank 1 is a very fast cast, and you have different levels of casting speed as you go down. So druids offer a lot of utility as well as, which is pretty cool. They offer, the only battle res in the game in Classic WoW, which can be very important, very important. They also offer, innervate, which is very good, but you're probably going to be giving it to your priests. Druids are very different. They offer some utility, they offer some really cool things, but I feel like as a druid, you should know that a lot of times what you do may not go as noticed as, say, the priest or the shaman, but you're just an integral part as anyone else, and remember that. You really are, especially in PvE and in PvP. Druids tend to get outshined by other classes sometimes, but they're just as integral as everyone else, in my opinion. So, but just expect for people to kind of not notice you that much. But the good thing about playing a druid is you'll get your fucking gear really quick, because there's only a couple other druids, and for some reason druid gear always fucking drops. So there you go. My food plan 2 weeks before classic date. I will empty my freezer and cook lots of food and freeze it so I don't have to eat just pizza for a month. Dan Forbes, that's a great idea, because I honestly was planning on eating just pizza for a couple months. So either that or cereal, right? And just have like fucking boxes of cereal lined up next to my thing, a bowl, and just like a mini fridge full of milk. That was my idea, and dyed Snapples as well. Yeah. Try avoid the Zerg is not happening. I know, right? There you go. If you announce server info ahead of your time, you have to worry about someone sniping the name Def came from you. Yeah, exactly. That was my biggest concern about that.
The most serious mind.
Jay Dead has subscribed with a tier 1 sub over on Twitch. Thank you so much, my man, guys. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the Def Camp and Melron family, my man. Jay Dead, and guys, everyone for your donations as well. And guys, if you hit me up with your names, if you want to join the Discord, I can give you guys patron status, and depending on how much you've donated, I can give you guys cultist status as well. So please make sure you guys join the Discord. If your names are different than they are in Twitch or on YouTube, let me know so I know who you are. And please join the Discord, join the family, guys. I fucking love you. I watched Melderon's Tombstone video last night. I liked it a lot. Jeff, it was fucking good, wasn't it, my man? I really liked it as well. Alright, I think I caught up to the chat a little bit. Let me check over here on Def meal prep. Takes 1 hour for like 24 meals. Yeah, I know, Izzy. I'm just fucking lazy. Mini fridge is probably going to be my way to go, my man. Thanks for the super detailed answer. Hey, my man, no problem, Matthias. Really insightful. You make the wait so much fun. Keep it up, brother. Matthias, that's what I'm here for, my man. I love talking some fucking classic WoW. VX Cosmos says, don't forget the NS Nature Swiftness plus instant top rank heal. Yeah, guys, so for Druid, Nature Swiftness plus instant top rank heal, basically a desperate player heal a shorter CD due to Nature Swiftness timer is a quick comparison. Yeah, so Nature Swiftness plus Healing Touch has saved so many people's asses. So many people's asses. What do we got? The Merv has gifted a tier 1 sub to Das Mech. The Merv, thank you so much, and Das Mech, go ahead and give a thank you to the Merv, my man. Thank you so much, the Merv. Welcome to the family, Dasmek. The Merv, dude, you're a fucking legend. Thank you for the gifted sub, my man. That is fucking awesome. You guys are fucking amazing. I love you fucking guys, dude. Nature Swiftness is a shaman spell. So, Jesper, Nature Swiftness is both shaman and druid, okay? Some people don't know this, but both shamans and druids have Nature Swiftness. So, Nature Swiftness is a same thing for shamans and druids. Actually, I think druids can only use it with heals, right? And shamans can use it with heals, and yeah. Yo, what's good, guys? So, Ren, how you doing, my man? Nothing much, dude. We're just talking some WoW, having some fun. I saw 6 pounds a can of sauerkraut at the store. Seems like a good meal to have while playing. Oh, I hate sauerkraut, dude. I am not a fan of sauerkraut. Big Worm! Big Worm's in the house, dude. Guys, Big Worm is the fucking man. He's a fucking legend. Hypnotic Hippie Cheese here. Afternoon, folks. What's up, Hippie Cheese? Jeff Leonard in the house. There you go. So squishy. 1 to 15. Explode your wand all over the place. Yes, exactly, Viv. You explode your wand all over the face. I mean, all over the place. Explode your wand all over the face. Oh god. Oh, dude. Uranus. Fuck. All right. Wales also. Wales. North Wales. We got some people from North Wales. Dude, that's why I love going live pretty early, because we get all the people from Euro. I fucking love it. Fucking love it. Oh, it's €5. That's what I said, right? Hadn't noticed. Oh, the 500K said, hadn't donated to you yet. Oh, I read that. I did read that. Okay. Thank you again. Yeah, it was euro. I know. Cheers. No problem, man. No problem. Bro, get that huge barrel of cheese puffs and animal crackers. Do you guys remember those giant barrels of fucking cheese puffs? Yeah, dude. That would be fucking great. Hey, Def, good. How good are Shadow Priests at supporting / off healing on PvP situations? Okay, so that's a good question. A very good question. So if you're talking about like pre-mades, right? And TMM, so Shadow Priests are very good for in PvP, especially 1v1. But when it comes to pre-mades, people are gonna want a healing priest way over a Shadow Priest. Okay. Ooh, sorry about that. And let me explain why. Okay. So first of all, yes, you can still offer dispels. You can offer a silence as well, which is really nice. But being able to give those clutch heals, being able to do, and be a supportive healer is much more important than being a supportive Shadow Priest. As a Shadow Priest, your main goal is to just kill people, do damage, maybe offer a little bit of help with fears, so some clutch fears, and also some clutch silences, shit like that. But for the most part, most pre-mades are going to be looking for, a disc priest, disc/holy priest, maybe a AI priest. But the main thing is, right, is you offer the utility with dispels, you offer the utility with heals, with also mana burns. Dispels are fucking huge in PvP. And yes, you can dispel as a Shadow Priest, right? But for the most part, you're gonna have more mana as a holy priest. Usually, you're gonna have more just mana saved for doing those things. You're using so much mana to do damage as a Shadow Priest that you really don't have the mana to do those other things, right? So, yes, you can be a supportive Shadow Priest, but most people would much rather have a healing priest there to support you. Disc priests are fucking amazing in pre-mades. They are, having that absorb is so fucking nice. Having those heals, those really, really powerful heals, just so nice to have. The dispels, mana burns, mind controls, really fucking strong. Clutch fears. So most people would always appreciate a nice healer over Shadow Priest in pre-mades and things like that. Not to say I haven't had some really clutch things done as a Shadow Priest where, I saw a mage who was about to polymorph our flag carrier's healer. Silenced him, waited for the silence to go up, and then feared him. So, of course, you won't have that as a holy priest unless you spec into silence, which you can as a holy, priest who has silence. People do that. So, great question. For the most part, though, if you're talking pre-mades, people are going to want to take holy priest over Shadow Priest in most cases, right? Newfoundland, Canada. Newfound games from Newfoundland. Hell yeah, brother. Thanks for coming all the way down from Newfoundland, eh? Thank you, brother. Roots or Wrath? Ooh. Mom, hot packets. Hot packets. Nature Swiftness works for any nature spell. Okay, for druids as well. There you go. Oh, Kevin with us for the Alliance. Greetings from Belgium. Hell yeah. I exploded my wand all over the place yesterday. Jesus Christ, Ren. Got a rock orc shaman in vanilla. So here's the thing, man. I have an orc shaman right now, and I fucking love him. But for me, what I've really noticed is I love the playstyle with, and I know some of you guys are probably sick of me hearing this shit, but I fucking love War Stomp. I love War Stomp, Chain Lightning, War Stomp, Lesser Healing Wave. I think having that War Stomp as for me, who plans on going Elemental Shaman, is just fucking awesome, right? So I want to be the Elemental Shaman with War Stomp. Even though I love my fucking Orc Shaman right now. Honestly, I wish I could just switch between both sometimes. Or maybe have one of each. Have an enhancement fucking Orc Shaman and an Elemental Tarn Shaman. But yeah, Orc Shamans are just so fucking cool, dude. Look at all these for the alliances. Jesus. What is different for the Shamans with Nature Swiftness is that you can use the instant Chain Lightning as Ellie, Big Heal, Chain Heal, etc. Both heal and DPS Druid is heal only mostly. Yes. VS Cosmos, good point. That's why I thought Nature Swiftness was only for healing spells on Druid, because I've never seen like a Nature Swiftness Starfire. I've only ever seen it used with like Healing Touch. Sauerkraut has dangerous side effects. Wind Fury makes your gaming room is well ventilated. Oh my god, Matthias, dude, I know. I remember some times where fucking Meldon ate some sauerkraut, and Jesus Christ, was it a fucking I think I cried. It was so bad. Man, why are you talking about my farts? Come on. Respect from the Alliance, but I'm going Horde. Hell yeah, the Murph. Hell fucking yeah, brother. For the Horde, Loktar Ogar. Pre-made, the casters are 2 mages and a hybrid Sham. For the Horde, what's good, everyone? How you doing, CJ? How you doing, my man? So, guys, I'm gonna watch that video real quick. I'm gonna get down. So, Shadow Priest with a shotgun is broken in arena type fight, dude. Yeah, that is fucking pretty broken. Shadow Priest and Warlock is really fucking good too. Alliance, just stay out of my way, and I will spare your life. Need my daily dose of cargoes. Gimme. Where is? Is he on Discord yet? I don't know where he is today. I don't know if he's... Oh, he's on Discord now. Okay. For the Forsaken, eh? Yes. Dasmek. It was BC. What was that? Is there Arena and Classic? No, there was no Arena and Classic. However, there is the Gorobashi Arena, which people do kind of mess around at. But there's no Arena in Classic. That was the Burning Crusade. It would be okay if I added Arena after Nax. I don't know about that, man. Personally, I wouldn't be for that, but who knows, man. I keep telling my girlfriend to roll Shadow Priest. Shadow Priest is a lot of fun, guys. Shadow Priest is great for leveling. Shadow Priest is a fucking amazing in PvP. It's a lot of fun. It is. It's. I can tell you how many times I've 1v2'd people as a Shadow Priest. The other day I was right here, literally right here, right outside of South Shore, 1v2'd a mage and a druid, and I just love getting that druid or whatever, that healer down to like 30%, and then hitting them with that silence, and then finishing them off in that fucking silence. So here's the ideal thing you want to do with a priest, right? With a Shadow Priest. Run in there on the opener and get a full fear out on them. While they're feared, put your dots on them, and either hit them with a Mind Flay, if you have time, and then a Mind Blast, right? So you want to get your dots on them, and for me it would be, I would do this. I would do Shadow Word Pain, Inner Focus with Devouring Plague, so that it's free, because I'm undead, and your Vampiric Embrace, right? And then maybe a Mind Flay, and if you have time, you want to get in that Mind Blast as well, right? So then right after that, as they're coming towards you or whatever, hit them maybe with one more Mind Flay, dispel them, whatever you got to do. But you want to hit them with a silence right after that if you can, and kill them in that silence. If you can kill them in that silence, you're fucking golden, baby. And that is like the Shadow Priest death trap right there. It's fucking amazing. While leveling, you need to go Shadow if you don't want to burn out on a keyboard before 60. I like being Shadow Priest to save someone's ass every now and then. Yeah, here's the thing is Shadow, you can't heal in Shadow form, but you just hit one button, you can go and use your heals. But remember, going into Shadow form uses up a lot of mana, and remember, mana in fucking Classic WoW, guys, is not like mana is in retail, so it's very conservative. Have to be very conservative with your mana. I was on retail Tarn, Resto, and War Stomped every pull I could doing 5-mans. Yeah, Patty McDude, War Stomp is amazing for warriors as well. So imagine this, guys, warriors being able to stun up to 8 people, I think it is, with War Stomp every 2 minutes. That's huge right there. That's damage that isn't incoming. That's a time where the healer can catch up and heal you, or stopping a spell cast, or doing whatever. War Stomp is just really fucking nice as a tank, as a healer, whatever you are. I love War Stomp. I love the playstyle of it, and for me, that's why I'm going to go Tarn. Time is money, friend. All right. This video we're supposed to get is like the new Game of Thrones book. All right, which one do you guys want to watch first? Thank you for subscribing, Tanner. And if they don't, I hope TBC is the next out after next. Same here, brother. Release date, please. Okay, guys, real quick. We're going to watch... Okay. So... let's watch this one first. WoW Classic, like an old MMO, isn't just nostalgia. Okay, here we go. I'll put a link to the video, so if you guys want to watch it as well, you can watch it with me. Here's a link. It's by Emo Llama. I've never heard of this person. It's a new video. He only has 7 subscribers, and it's got 2,000 views, and it came out today. So let's see what it is. So I don't know if this person's ever made videos before or what. But we'll give it a watch, see what it is, see what it's about. I'm gonna eat my cookie as well.
Alright, let's establish two things right now.
Okay.
One, I have played World of Warcraft since late TBC, so I think I have the credit to speak about WoW's history and development.
Okay. I thought he was about to say I thought he was about to say I've been playing WoW since late TBC. I have the authority to speak on vanilla, but he didn't. Okay.
And two, it's not just nostalgia. That is an incredibly lazy argument in an attempt to deflect people defending what they like, and you being unable to accept that. Okay? Okay.
Hear that again?
And you being unable. Lazy argument in an attempt to deflect people defending what they like, and you being unable to accept that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
He's gonna piss some people off with this, man.
So,
I love
with
it.
WoW Classic right around the corner, the
Twitch streaming smoother
retail
right now?
and Classic communities are
Really?
still bashing heads, and
Twitch
this
is always smoother
may
for some
still
reason.
ramp up as the game releases. There are several arguments against WoW Classic, and the people hyping
No,
it
not
up,
yet, brother.
such as, it's just nostalgia, it's too easy,
You
it's
guys hear it
slow
okay?
and boring, stuff was broken, buggy or imbalanced, etc., etc. And these are fair arguments, and they can apply toward other,
Of course.
quote, old school
Nobody ever
MMOs.
said vanilla was perfect.
This video is more focused on WoW Classic,
I mean,
since
I
it's
might
the
have
most
said that.
relevant older MMO to soon be in the market, but I'll also reference another old MMO, Final Fantasy XI.
I never
Now,
played this
I know
game.
that vanilla World of Warcraft wasn't exactly the most difficult or grindy MMO that existed during its time. In fact, it was known as the Care Bear MMO because it was much less punishing versus its competition. Final Fantasy XI, which released in 2002 in Japan and 2004 in the United States, had much slower character progression, crazier grinding, and experience loss on death. And let me tell you,
Dude,
leveling down
imagine if
happened
loss on death
frequently.
was in fucking
Final
vanilla.
Fantasy XI was also my first MMO
Leveling
because
down.
my dad picked it up when it came to
Jesus.
PC in the United
People are
States,
going
and he
fucking
treasured
nuts,
that
dude.
game. He still regards it as one of his favorite gaming experiences, and he is not alone. He
Vanilla
eventually
is
let me
perfect.
make
I
my
know
own
it is.
character, and I set off into the world of Vana'diel, attacking monsters solo for months worth of game time. Yeah, that game wasn't meant to be played solo
Really?
past
Wasn't,
like
Viv?
level 17 back in the day.
I've
The point is
always wanted
that
to try
I
it.
have fond memories of that game because, yes, I was a kid and the world and its systems blew me away, but I also enjoyed the combat and the progression. Most of that game is leveling up,
Same
which
for
is
me,
a grind
Lucas. It's
fest
very
in
hard for me to
itself.
choose.
But then the quests, oh, these quests, I'll just say you put in time and you got rewarded. In December
You
last
put in
year,
time and you
2018,
got rewarded.
when I
That's what
abandoned
it's fucking
Modern WoW
about, man.
and was starting to get burned out on Final Fantasy XIV, I stumbled across a private server for 11 providing content up to the expansion
Oh,
Treasures
private
of
server for
Hot
Final Fantasy
Ogamon,
XI, huh?
which some people consider the glory days of the game. Now that I am 22 years old and not 8, I have the absolute power to engage in multiplayer systems and features I
The
couldn't use
graphics
as a
actually
kid,
look pretty good.
because my parents didn't want me engaging with strangers online. And oh my god, do I enjoy it. Sure, it's slow and mostly auto-attacking until the higher levels, but leveling parties in that game can be some of my favorite moments.
There you go, the social
The
fucking
pretty
aspect,
simple
man.
gameplay allows for banter to flourish and friends to be made. Because
days to
at the end of
finish
the
one-
day,
one
it's a
megabyte
multiplayer
internet?
game,
Oh my
and
God,
you should be
CJ.
interacting with other people constantly. Also,
Constantly.
MMO RPGs
MMO.
shouldn't inherently be competitive. Leave that to the players to decide.
Yes.
They're not meant to be esports. They are solely about you, your character, and the world. I'm looking at you, MDI and arena tournaments.
Oh, damn.
Now, let's get back to the older versions of World of
Hell
Warcraft,
yeah.
and more specifically, WoW Classic, which is what many consider, alongside the Burning Crusade, as the greatest time for WoW. Sure, sub-numbers were still rising for Wrath, and that's my personal favorite expansion, Wrath Baby. But I agree that the game was starting to invite
He was a
laser
Wrath
mentality.
baby, so
Raids were too easy at launch, and Dungeon Finder meant I could just sit in one spot and get to max level.
yep.
I know you had to be level 15, you pedantic idiots, but getting 15 was never hard. And you would get pretty decent gear to start raiding
Pedantic
without having to move
idiots.
at all. But these features, and later on LFR and
Min-maxing is
Cataclysm,
not necessary, no.
disincentivize
It would
any
be a
need to
riot,
interact with the
please.
random people
But
thrown into a
Emerald.
party with you. Yeah, you can talk to them and
Classic
stuff,
only. Oh my god.
but
it would
because
be
of
a riot, I
Crossrealm,
think.
you'll probably never see them again. This is a big deal in vanilla and TBC. You remembered who was in your Black Fathom Deeps party, and they remember you. And hopefully neither of you were complete assholes because you're both on the same server and rumors can spread
Right?
quick. This is also why
gonna
I'm
kill
fine
him.
with Ninja Looting rearing its ugly head once more, because it won't take long before trade chat is filled with the guy's name, and
There
you
you
won't
go.
be getting invites from most people anymore.
Exactly. That's why the community
Now,
should
addressing the
take hold on
difficulty
that shit.
argument, an MMO doesn't need to be hard, just challenging when necessary. People revere vanilla WoW
This guy's
for
got
being
some great
hardcore
points,
and
man.
punishing, but it really wasn't that hard. You attack one mob, you kill it, maybe kill another before healing, and you did that to level 60. Unless you were a mage, in which case life was pretty sweet. Gameplay was simpler back then too, and that's perfectly fine. Raids were also a joke until like AQ40 and Nax, which were still pretty easy, let's be honest. Let's just get rid of the
Nax was
stupid
not
mentality
easy.
that you are a hardcore veteran raider because you killed Cthulhu in 2006. If you only want hardcore content
I
in
disagree
your
with that.
MMORPG, then I guess mythic raiding will fill that void for you. I personally do not care in the slightest to push my limits and go
I mean, he's never experienced vanilla raiding, right? So you can't really blame him on that if he thinks that killing Cthulhu was not hard. But killing Cthulhu was, and saying Nax wasn't a fucking. I mean,
for world first,
I'm not
cutting
gonna-
edge,
I
or
don't wanna
whatever
say-
else. I play the MMORPG because I want to play an RPG with other people and have a fun time. That's all vanilla WoW is. It's what MMORPGs
Sven, I agree.
should strive
I
to
mean-
be. You make your character better and stronger, you meet people and make new friends,
and it wasn't just the mechanics. It wasn't just what happened. It was what you needed to do to even get into the fucking raid, right? Having those consumables to even kill Patchwork or do whatever you had to do. I mean, I never did Nax in fucking vanilla, but the fact that only a small amount of fucking 1% of people cleared it. Yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna say he's an idiot, but I think the fact that he didn't experience vanilla is why he thinks that that was that easy. So
and go to do some quests or delve some dungeons together. That's it. That's all it needs to be. Before I end this video,
Yeah,
I still need to
Exata,
tackle
I
the
agree.
nostalgia argument. The ultimate counter-argument to classic WoW, if you can even call it that. As stated at the beginning of the video, I started playing WoW in late TBC, early Wrath. I didn't experience vanilla WoW until 2013 when I
how
stumbled
can you
across
say,
a Twitch
how
stream
could you say that
of Smooth McGroove, the
Cthulhu
popular
and Nax were
YouTube
easy?
acapella guy. He was playing on a server called Valkyrie WoW. I figured, what the heck, let's give it a shot, and looked up guides on torrenting and downloading the 1.12.1 client, made a human warrior, and got to work. I think I only ever got him to around
AQ
level
is not
34,
fucking
but
easy
I
either,
loved
dude.
every minute of it. I'm not exaggerating my fun with it at all. It was genuinely enjoyable to level my character, feel him improve, and when I got my first Scream drop, I was ecstatic. It's always fun comparing the DPS, speed, and stats on a weapon to see if it's actually a worthwhile replacement for what I'm using at the moment. I would also play on Phoenix WoW's vanilla server when that was relevant, but that server was a bit of a mess. Now, when Nostarius launched in early 2015, everyone was talking about it. It was this insanely hyped up vanilla server that was getting tons of views on Twitch, and that's when it began. This ongoing struggle between
Okay, so
the journey to max level was on Nostarius made a dwarf hunter named Mitch, and he was my first ever vanilla character I got to process. Final moments of Nostarius.
it sounds like the
and I'll
guy, he's excited to try Classic, and he understands that they're not nostalgia, but, if you've never done Nax or Cthulhu, how could you even really judge it? I can't, honestly, but I know that they're not fucking easy, because I haven't been able to get in there. Like, listen, I'm saving my experience for AQ and Nax for Classic WoW, because I want to do it with my friends, I want to do it together. But I know, right, and I've done other raids in Classic to know that, even fucking, some bosses in the Molten Core take it. Okay, this is a common misconception, is that people think that, vanilla raids are easy because they're less mechanically, challenging than other raids in retail. And I've done mythic raiding in retail. I've done fucking, high-end mythic plus, high-end mythic raid. I killed fucking Gul'dan and fucking whatever, the Night Hole, that place in mythic. Yes, there was a lot of challenging mechanics, but you had the tools to do those challenges, right? I had all these fucking add-ons. I had all these abilities to get through these things. you didn't have a lot of those tools back in vanilla, right? But you still had difficult to deal with mechanics. You still had things that you had to do together with the group. Even in fucking Gar and Molten Core, even in fucking, Ragnaros and the Molten Core, there were still challenges. There was still shit that was not easy. You know what I mean? To say that those raids were easy is honestly just not true. Not true. So there you go with that. I mean, I do agree with what he says here that liking MMOs is not just nostalgia, obviously, but I do not agree with his sentiment on classic raids. So, and it sounds like you guys didn't either. Flame Gore, yeah, exactly, a nightmare. AQ and Nax were no joke, not easy. Yeah. What is the name of the video? The name of the video is just WoW Classic. Liking old MMOs isn't just nostalgia. So he did, listen. The guy was trying to do some good, I think, for the community, as saying that, like, listen, it's not just nostalgia. He's a Wrath baby. He did not experience classic WoW in its retail state. He did play on private servers, right? But I think he just should have stayed away from the judgment of the raids. But that's, other than that, I mean, it wasn't a bad video, honestly. But yeah, the best. I know. I hate being too. I don't want to be like too. But I mean, come on. You can't. Where did he say that?
Now it's what MMORPG solid needs to be. The ultimate counter art. I started playing WoW stream.
I don't know. It's just
the ultimate. That's it. That's all I strive to be. You meet your people and have a fun time. That's all vanilla WoW is. It's what MMORPG and make new friends needs to be. Call it that. WoW until 2013 when
whatever. I mean, honestly, guys, you know the truth. You guys who have been here know the fucking truth. You know what it's like. Hype for rewardness of classic. Abso-fucking-lutely. Wrath babies are almost as bad as mop babies. Now I understand his point, but nostalgia usually means you're experiencing something and it brings you back what you remember. Yeah. So Shazra and MC can be challenging because half of the raids were made of warriors and rogues. That arcane explosion hurts. Yeah, Jasper, that's a great point. I mean, Shazra for a fucking melee heavy group is a fucking nightmare. Gar for people who go in there not knowing that you need a certain amount of fucking warlocks or whatever other strat you have. Major Domo can be a nightmare for people. I mean, listen, my first time in MC on private servers, and even though I didn't fully clear MC back in the day. I only did a few bosses because my guild I was in was horrible. We had to pug like every week just to get a full fucking. I was in MC like a total of 3 times back in Manila, and we didn't get past Gar. So people will struggle in MC in Classic. I'm 100% certain on this. There will be people struggling on Gar, on Shazra, on Major Domo. There will be people who are gonna fucking be a nightmare on Rag. They're not gonna have any fucking fire resistance. They're gonna think they can do it just fine. And people are gonna fucking get their asses handed them in BWL as well. And then but to say that but to put AQ and Nax in the same category as those is just not true. You know what I mean? Cthulhu. I mean, we've seen before how many times Cthulhu has stopped people. I mean, Cthulhu had stopped people before even getting into Nax, had broken up guilds. So, you guys know the truth. I know this is. I got into TBC, but having to deploy, I really didn't get involved until Wrath. For that, I'm excited to try Classic and give it hell. Bobby G, hell yeah, my man. Hell yeah, brother. So listen, this is the other thing, too. A lot of people who have seen the old world and, know... So I would say that, once Vanilla had at its core the best social aspect time of the game, right? And then the Burning Crusade still had it to an extent, but it started to die a little bit here after, you got things like the LFG tool, which wasn't how it was in Wrath, but you can go into, a little window and see, other people looking for the group. But I definitely think the social aspect of the game started to die after Vanilla, little bit by little bit. And I think for those of you who remember the old world but don't remember exactly what it was like in Vanilla are so in for just an amazing experience. So anyone who played in BC and Wrath and really loved it for what it was there, you're going to fucking love Vanilla as well, my man. I really think you will. So Sven gives up a really great thing here. So it says, Vanilla is better than TBC because Shamans and Paladins. I have a true spirit of Warcraft 3. And Sven, I think... Dude, I loved the fact that Shamans were only Horde and Alliance only had Paladins. Like, I love that. I felt the factions being different was so amazing. Certain factions, some fights were better for Horde because of their very good offensive abilities, having poison cleansing totem, things like that. We've talked about this before. Some fights were better for Alliance, right? For having the threat reduction from Paladins, from Fear Ward, all these different things. I love the fact that each faction had its own feel to it. I feel like fucking the Burning Crusade would have been amazing if they kept on going down that path, man. I really do. MC will break people. Insert Dolph Lundgren saying, "I must break you." Pogren, hell yeah, dude. How many times, dude, you're gonna hear people like this. "Hey, Def Camp, you're the bomb." "Oh, thanks, man. Thanks a lot, brother." "No, Def Camp, you're the bomb. Get the fuck out of there." Like, "Oh, what do you mean I'm the bomb? I know, I'm doing great." "Right? No, you're the fucking bomb." On fucking Domo, right? People are gonna be fucking up on Baron Geddon when they turn into the bomb. "You're the bomb, man. Thanks, brother." There's a lot of fights in fucking in MC that I think people are just gonna. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I honestly look. You look at how easy fights are on LFR. You can literally stand in any mechanic in LFR and just live through it, right? So people are gonna literally think that that's how it is in fucking vanilla. "Oh, I can stand in the fire. Oh, I'm the bomb. Nothing's gonna happen. People are gonna blow up. But yeah, it's only gonna do 20% of their fucking health and damage, right? No, you're gonna fucking die, dude. You're the bomb." Boom, Temulsion, what's up, brother? Might have been thinking of Kel'Thas. Was there Bloodlust and Heroism in vanilla? No. NTM. So Bloodlust and Heroism did not come until the Burning Crusade, and they were only party. So they only went to your party at that point. But you could actually stack. So if you had shamans and there was no what is the cooldown called on Bloodlust when you stated? So no, but there was no Bloodlust in vanilla for shamans. It would have made fucking Horde so much better if there was. But hey, Def Camp, I really want to main Shadow Priest for raiding. Will it be difficult to find a group? I'm worried I won't be able to find a spot. So Mitchell, this is what I say to that. Since we will have 16 debuff slots at the start, I do think there will be at least room for one Shadow Priest in every raid, Mitchell. It's definitely going to be a lot harder to find a group than it would be if you were a Holy Priest. But I think you can find a spot, man. I really do. I think the main thing for a Shadow Priest that you're going to be giving to a raid is your Shadow Weaving ability. So your Shadow Weaving ability, it stacks with 5 times and increases the damage that Warlocks do on the target for their shadow damage. And the thing is, though, is priests have a lot of issues with mana when over long fights. You can combat that, however, with bringing the right consumables. But people aren't really going to want one Shadow Priest per raid. They're not like they were in the Burning Crusade where they gave people mana back or anything like that. Yes, Vampiric Embrace could give you health back to your target, but that's another debuff that you have to worry about. So 16 debuffs. The min-maxing strat would be to do this, to have a Holy Weaving Priest, right? So it's a priest that would go down into Shadow Weaving in the Shadow Tree, and then the rest go down into Holy or Disc or, most likely Holy. So all you would do is you would put rank 1 Mind Flay on the boss, cancel, and do that 5 times real quick to get the 5 stacks Shadow Weaving, and then go to healing. And then every few seconds, go ahead and put that rank 1 Mind Flay on the target again, cancel that out, and basically redo that just to keep those Shadow Weaving buffs on there. But, I don't think most guilds aren't going to do that. Most guilds will probably have at least just one Shadow Priest doing his damage. But remember, you're using multiple debuff slots for Shadow Word Pain and for Shadow Weaving. So those are 2 debuff slots right there. So with 16, there should be enough for Shadow Priest. I imagine there to be at least one Shadow Priest in most guilds and most raids. So there will be a spot for you, Mitchell, but it will be somewhat competitive to get to that spot. Sorry to bring this back up. Game of Thrones had to be wanting to see the movie and the Scourge, similar to the way the Whites were. We'll bring this up. Game of Thrones had me wanting to see a movie of the Scourge. Yeah, Pogren, I would fucking love, guys. I would love for them. So the Warcraft movie they did obviously wasn't the best, right? But if they did a fucking Warcraft 3 movie all about Arthas and the Scourge, I think it could be so fucking good, man. They could do something with that so bad. I would love to see that. One Shadow Priest is a must for the Warlocks. Yeah, so Sven, that's exactly what I was saying, but you could get away with having like a Holo Weaving Priest. But yeah, Warlocks will definitely love you. And here's the thing, I think, you know, having a Shadow Weaving Priest is nice and all, but if you don't need that extra healer, then just bring a fucking Shadow Priest, right? Velostraz the Corrupt is going to break a lot of guild. Dude, Velostraz is probably one of my most favorite fights as a healer. Just because you can go balls to the wall, right? You can just fucking spam the shit out of your healing spells. I fucking love Velostraz. Have your raid add-ons installed, boys? Alright. Hey, Def. Back on my server, Dragon Ball, there were never even any kills on the last 3 bosses in AQ40, let alone Nax. Only trash was killed there. Yeah, it's a multitude. See, guys, a lot of people underestimate, you know, the last 2 raids of Vanilla. And it's something that I wanted to do a video on. I wanted to do something called Mythic Raiding versus Vanilla Raids, right? But Vanilla Raids was so versatile and so different compared to, you know, comparing like MC to AQ or BWL to Nax. And I think MC was the perfect introduction to raiding in Vanilla WoW. It really was. You know, you had basic things like don't stand in the fire, like in mechanics is like, you know, don't do this. And Onyxia is a fucking difficult fight for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to fuck up on Onyxia. You know, deep breath. You're standing in the wrong spot. You're going to get hit by that deep breath. You're going to get fucked up. You're going to get conflagrated and stand too close to people. You're going to get fucked up. You're going to get knocked into the fucking whelp cage. You're going to get fucked up. You're going to get 50 DKP minus. You know, more dots. All that kind of shit. So honestly, dude, people are going to struggle with Onyxia. People are going to struggle with fucking MC. People are going to struggle with BWL, Nefarian. People are going to struggle in fucking ZG. I mean, it's going to happen, man. You know, the majority of people in retail raid LFR, okay? Listen to me again. The majority of people in retail raid LFR. In LFR, you can literally stand in any fucking mechanic and get healed through it. If your healers know what they're doing, you can just take any fucking mechanic. Unless, like, the major game-breaking ones, like, you know, this many stacks you're dead or something like that. But for most of the mechanics in retail, in LFR, you can just heal fucking over them, okay? That is not how it's going to be come Vanilla progression rating. You know, people standing in fire or people, you know, not dispelling is not going to be forgiven in Vanilla, okay? It's not. So if people come with that kind of mentality that they can just burn the boss down and not deal with the mechanics, they're going to have a bad time, okay? Alright. Oh, alright. Lo, that is my uncle who actually rated 40 man's biggest complaint. You would have 38, need 2 more. Someone has to go as soon as you fill. 50%, boom. Yeah. You think Shaman will be overpopulated in Classic? Mike, I don't think so. I think Shaman and Paladins are definitely... now, here's the thing, right? You know, recently I do think that hybrid classes have become more popular and talked about more, and people have realized just how fun a lot of these classes are and how much utility they offer, and they're not just what they thought they were, or what blah blah blah, this, that, and other. But for the most part, there's going to be a fuck ton of mages, dude. There's going to be a fuck ton of rogues. There's going to be a fuck ton of warriors. I think shamans, druids, paladins are going to be the least played classes for the most part. You know, there's going to be a shitload of hunters leveling at the first time. And I don't think they're going to be like overpopulated shamans. But in the Horde, you know, having a good amount of shamans is fucking good, man. Having, you know, shamans in the melee group, having those Wind Furies, bringing a good amount of shamans, it's needed. So, but I don't think there's going to be overpopulation of them, no. I don't think there's going to be like, you know, because Melderon made that, you know, shaman tanking video, I don't think there's going to be like people going into fucking, you know, every raid saying, I'm a shaman tank. No, that's not going to happen. I mean, who knows? I don't think so, though. Overpopulation classes. There you go. Sven knows it. Warrior, Rogue, Mage. Boom. Sven, you read my fucking mind, brother. We're on the same wavelength, my man. Yep, exactly. Rogues, Mages, and Warriors are going to be rampant. Yep. It's true. I was there in original MC. One person would end up sitting in a town recruiting for the 40th spot constantly. Yes. When priests go power infusion, do they lose a lot of healing per second? So, Daniel, here's the thing, man. I've only gone Power Infusion and Disc in early phases of vanilla. So what I mean by that is, listen, Power Infusion is so beneficial to those phase 1 raids, because a lot of the times, a lot of the mages, a lot of people, they don't have their DM gear. They don't have a lot of that extra healing, extra damage. A lot of the times, though, I would even give myself Power Infusion if maybe, I was needing the extra healing. So I think the benefit of having Power Infusion is really fucking nice. It's even really good at later game in Nax and things like that, just to put out the extra damage. The main reason for me to go Disc, though, is not for Power Infusion, honestly. It's for that mental strength, for that added intellect. It's hard to get a lot of intellect with the gear that you're going to be having in Phase 1, right? You want to last. Your main point for being a healer for MC is dispelling, is healing. You're going to want to last. So you can go down to mental strength and then also go down to spiritual healing. So here's what I'm saying. You can do a build something like this. I'm going to just give you the basics, because I'm not going to go through it and take a long time. So you can do a build basically like this. Something where you have 5 points of mental strength, right? And then you go down to... and I'm just putting in points here. So right here, you have spiritual guidance, and you also have mental strength. If you don't want PI, you can do this, so that all the spirit you have is turning into spell power. The thing is, though, in Phase 1, a lot of your gear doesn't have that much spirit. Until you start getting your tier gear, until you start getting your DM gear, that's when you get a lot of spirit. So in my opinion, spiritual guidance isn't that important. I think in Phase 1, for me, Power Infusion is that much more beneficial. If I need to give it to myself, I can give it to myself for 20% extra healing. If I need to give it to a mage to give that extra DPS so we can blow the fucking boss up, we're going to give it to a mage. This is going to be how I'm going to be going in Phase 1. Then once eventually I get some more spirit gear, I'll probably be doing a spec something like this. And then once I have enough intellect where I know I can last through fights no problem, I will go down to my Holy Hero spec, which will look something like this. So personally, that's all I'm going to do at Come Classic. I want to probably have 3 healing specs that I'm going to transgress through while I get gear. And that's my kind of way and look on that. So, but everyone's different, man. But I don't think having Power Infusion is going to make that big of a difference, right? It's having the extra mana, being able to last in fights, right? Being able to put those heals out. Because when it comes down to it, my man, what it's really about is being efficient, knowing when to heal, knowing what heal to use, and trying to be the healer who is, giving the right heals when they need them, right? Because so many of the times you're fighting with other healers to give that heal out. Sometimes your heals just go completely out there and are just purely over heals. So at that point, having that extra spell power is not that big. It's knowing when to heal, what heal to use, and when to conserve your mana, when to dispel, things like that. Because it's not just about HPS. It's not just about heals per second. It's about dispelling. It's about, doing what you can do to help people. It's about, maybe giving someone a power word shield because he's about to get hit by a fucking Baron Geddon's bomb. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, and which won't get transferred into bonus. Well, we don't know how the add-ons are going to be working for vanilla yet, so. Well, that's the answer for that. Veil was such a fun fight. Yeah, I know, dude. I healed for that one. It was fucking great, dude. Holy Nova Priest DPS on Veil. There you go, right? Yeah, Defo, it was basically the Scourge. Is Mind Flat a debuff? Mind Flay. Not on bosses, right? Because they're immune to the slow. So I believe no, they're not. It's not on bosses. Razor Gore will cause more headaches than Veil, in my opinion, dude. Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing, right? Well, Veil is I think honestly, BWL there's a few bosses that are gonna stop people. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be fun, dude. Classic rating in general will break people, absolutely, dude. Be back later. Time to cook. Faux hammer, no problem, brother. Have some suppression room is going to fuck a lot of guilds. Yeah, it is, dude. Suppression room, man. Oh, Johnny Bravo in the house. Holy Hero TM. Hell yeah, brother. Will warriors be used in raiding for DPS or just tanks? Outbreak, absolutely. Warriors will be used for fucking DPS. So Outbreak, here's the thing, man. Warriors with gear. Right, with gear, they offer the best fucking DPS, especially on the Horde side, my man, with fucking Wind Fury. Whoo! Baby. Oh my god, warriors are fucking insane. Warriors are insane, insane DPS. Are you able to farm mobs solo content as PI spec? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, you know, Kevin. So listen, PI spec is great for AoE farming as well. If you don't have the gear, PI spec allows you to, every 3 minutes, do those big AoE pools. So yeah, absolutely, it does help. Oh, real quick, holy shit. Jodak won with a $5 donation, my man. Def Camp, you the man. Do you think possible to grind Exalted to Argent Dawn while leveling? Ooh. Jodak, thank you for the $5, my man. My Jedi. My Jedi, my Jedi, my Jedi.
The most serious mind.
Jodak, I don't know if that's possible, man. I don't think so. I mean, maybe if you grind like hardcore, like try to getting those Scourge Stones and shit like that. But I mean, honestly, I think it'd be easier to just try at level 60 and do it then. So, yeah, honestly, is it possible? Probably, if you're going to like take your time, like really take your time. But is it the most efficient way? Probably not. Pogren! Pogren, my boy! Pogren with the $2 donation says, let's get those dollars rolling, boys. Classic hype. Let's get those dollars rolling. Pogren, thank you, my man. Thank you, Pogren. I appreciate it, brother. I really do. Cheers to you, Pogren. Cheers to you, Jodak. My brothers, I love you guys, and thank you so much for the donations, guys. Thank you so fucking much. Yeah, a lot of Strat and Skolo. Absolutely, yeah, a lot of Strat and Skolo. It would take a lot of Strats and Skolo. I was thinking about going Undead Warrior instead of Rogue. Outbreak warriors are fucking phenomenal in Classic, my man. Whether you're doing DPS, whether you're tanking, once you get gear, dude, you will be so fucking happy with your warrior. Once you level, once you're done the leveling process, right? It's like a rite of passage, okay? So the leveling process for a warrior is difficult. Yes, it's trial. There's a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations. But once you get there, my man, once you get to level 60, you offer some of the best DPS out there, and you're one of the best tank out there. It's just fucking amazing, right? So absolutely, if you want to be a warrior, my man, go ahead and do it. Only gnome rogues are mistaken. Exactly right. Rogues is only gnome rogues. Orc warrior PvE is the way to go, at least for me. Temulsion, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, my man. All right. Let me reload this chat here so I can read everything else here. So I'm leveling Hunter, just having farming tune. Yeah, saying 223 is a lot of people I know are going to be leveling Hunters just for farming. So here's the thing. Someone was asking me yesterday, what class do you think is going to be the most popular DPS, pure DPS class, or the least popular pure DPS class? I'm sorry, the least popular. And I would say Hunter if it wasn't for how many people level Hunter first to help with farming, right? But when it comes to raids, they're definitely the least they're the least invited pure DPS class to raids, are usually Hunters, right? So I would say probably Warlock for that, but I don't know. It's a hard question to answer. Many whelps, even side. Many whelps. No more dots. Oh my god. Oh no, not my DKP. Yeah, Raids is going to be one of the most headaches. Then Veil. Veil is essentially just a DPS check. Yeah. Granted, 18 deeps will wipe the raid over and over. Absolutely, dude. Whelps left side. Oh man, my rage quit the guild after Patchwork wiped 3 times, dude. Wow, really? Your main tank rage quit the guild after wiping Patchwork 3 times? Norse Bannon, like, did he realize that Patchwork was like such a fucking check? I mean, come on. Who rage quits after 3 tries on? I mean, that's pretty fucked up. But honestly, man, I cannot fucking wait. I cannot fucking wait to heal Patchwork, dude. I am so fucking excited to do that. I know a lot of people are probably like, really? You're fucking crazy. But honestly, dude, I'm fucking excited to heal the fuck out of Patchwork. Bring it the fuck on, boys. Bring it the fuck on. Johnny Bravo says, I know I'll get a bad response to this, so but I would play a shaman because of the class fantasy, but the totem system to me is really annoying to me and makes leveling a pain. Johnny Bravo, I actually had the same fucking thought.
Jedi.
Real quick, we got a Jedi.
The most
Oh,
serious mind.
we got 2 Jedis. 2 Jedis back to back. 2 Jedis back to back. Sven Stephenson with the £2 says classic hype, best stream around, awesome vibes.
the most serious mind.
Thank you, Sven. That means a lot, brother. Thank you so much, man. And Kingston G says, enjoy your content. Can't wait for Classic. Thank you guys for the £2, my man. Oh, Hamster Wheel in the house says, get ready for that DPS race at Patch, bro. Can't wait to see that. Absolutely. Welcome, fucking Hamster Wheel. How you doing, brother? Great to see you here. So I'm gonna answer this question that you said. Where were we? Johnny Bravo. Okay, I know. Yeah. Okay, so shamans, right? So the thing with me was I was very intimidated by totems, right? Very intimidated. I looked at totems like they were this huge fucking thing. I didn't understand them. I didn't really know what the fuck was going on with them. And then Melderon said, dude, look at them as like they're just fucking spells, right? Think of it like this. You drop Strength of Earth. You're just using a spell that increases that gives you more strength. You're just using a spell that gives you more mana, or you're using a spell that gives you, the ability to fucking take less damage, things like that. They're really, for the most part, a lot of people think like, if you want to be the most efficient way, you got to use all your totems at all times. Dude, I can't tell you how many times I'll just either put down one totem or no totems, or just have like maybe 2 totems down. I look at it now as this advantage, right? It's something that you have that other people don't. But I definitely did look at it that way, Johnny Bravo, and it took Melderon showing me just how powerful they were, like seeing the benefit of Wind Fury Totem, putting that down for a fucking warrior, and just seeing how fucking crazy it increases his DPS. It's amazing. So honestly, man, like I'm right there with you. Before I was very intimidated by, I know what you said wasn't that you were so much intimidated by it. You're saying it was more of a pain in the ass, right? Putting them down all the time. But you really don't have to put them down all the time. If you're leveling enhancement, just put down a Strength of the Earth, right, for a while until you get Grace of Air and shit like that. So it's really not that big of a deal. And I think I had to mentally really change my mind about that and see that it was more of a benefit than it actually was a detriment, right? Hunter worth playing for casual. Darren C. Absolutely, I think hunters are worth playing for casual. I would say they're one of the most friendly they're one of the most casual friendly classes. Why? I think you get a lot of benefit out of it for what you put into it. It's relatively forgiving. So if you're a casual and you're looking to, level a little bit quicker or level a little bit easier and not put so much time investment into it as other classes would, I would say it's very casual friendly, right? Obviously, as a hunter, you have a lot of really good things to, move faster. You have your own personal tank. You have a lot of things that benefit you while leveling. At endgame, while leveling in certain places too, you have the jump on a lot of people for PvP. So I would definitely say, yes, hunters are a very casual friendly class. Cannibalize will help with leveling. Dude, Cannibalize is fucking nice while leveling, man. For rogues, for warriors, very, very nice while leveling. Orc warriors look super dope. Yeah, they fucking do. Outbreak, how you doing, my dude? Yes, Darren, Hunter is super casual, yeah. Mage, most popular DPS, yes. Or warrior, probably. Least popular pure DPS, Warlock, maybe. Warlock, maybe, yeah. Johnny Bravo, that's what I'm thinking. Possibly Warlock. Even though hunters are usually the last... or the least invited to raids, I definitely think there's more people who level as a warlock. Another Jedi in the house. Oh! Holy shit. VX Cosmos donated 100 sec through Super Chat. It says, Def Camp is the perfect undead priest. Been down the dirt road in real life, but got back up and heals others. Proud of you, Brohim. VX Cosmos, that means a lot, brother. Thank you so much, man. The perfect undead priest, been down the dirt road in real life, but got back up to help others, man. Thank you, brother. That means a lot, my man. VX Cosmos, I cannot wait to do this Death Talk with you coming up, brother. I'm super excited about it. Thank you so much for the 100 Swedish krones. I really appreciate it, my dudes. Everyone, you guys have been fucking amazing today. Thank you all so much. You guys fucking make me feel so fucking good. And I love this fucking game. I love this fucking community. And I love all you fucking guys. I fucking do. VX Cosmos, hell yeah, brother. Dare I say that the least invited class Alliance on Alliance is Shaman. I wonder why. Johnny Bravo, I wonder why. I wonder why. You have a fucking Shaman there with like a mask on, like trying to act like he's somebody. What was that fucking Nixie and Machinima? That was funny, yeah. You always need at least one hunter for trank shot. Actually, absolutely sane. Absolutely. Balanced Druids, yeah, Balanced Druids. No, well, Balanced Druids isn't a pure DPS class, wonderful, so they don't count, right? Get ready for that DPS race at Patch, bro. Can't wait to see that. Oh, yeah, that was Hamster Wheel. Hell yeah, brother. Can't wait to see that hamster. Kingston G, all you guys, I love healing. Big Worm, I love healing as well, man. Healing's my shit. Where we at? Where we at here? Doing good, man. Says Hamster Wheel, taking a break from playing WoW to get all ready for Classic again. Hell yeah, Hamster. I like to fucking hear that, brother. Hell yeah, my man. Hamster, so, dude, do you know if you're playing Horde or Alliance come Classic? Because I'm going to be having a character on an EU server playing with Dunedain, and I'm probably going to play Alliance with him, but I want to have a Horde character as well, somewhere on an EU server. So I haven't decided where I'm going to go yet. So let me know. I want to talk to Orkbit too, see where he's going and what he's doing. So, but Orkbit is in Canada now, so I wonder if he's going to be playing NA with us. I hope so. Hey, Def, did you know that there were the very first rag kill was first done after Patch 4 was released? Yeah, I thought it was like it was right after Patch 4 was released, right? I do remember that there was a long fucking time before Rag was killed, man. It was like, I thought it was Patch 3, but you might be right. I thought it might be Patch 4. That's fucking crazy, though, dude. That's fucking insane. I remember my Vanilla WoW guild's first Ragnaros kill being 3 days grind with like 5 hours run, 3 days in a row, and getting him on the last day. People rage quitted. Dude, that's fucking crazy, man. That's fucking insane. Temulgin, dude, I wish I was there in early vanilla, man. That is one of my biggest like things that I wish I was there for early vanilla. Like I said, Melderon and I didn't start playing. Like, I remember while I was leveling, all the shit in Encourage was going on, all the Encourage shit was going on, all that was happening. So it was cool seeing all this going on at the time, right? But I knew that I missed a lot already. Like, my brother and I didn't start playing until, like I said, probably around patch like 1.7 or so, around there. But dude, I fucking wish I was there for the earlier days, my man. People should fucking learn to fight near the totems, says John Kevin. Sorry, people would always move every second, having to drop them over and over and over and over and over. John Kevin, dude, you think Melderon out of all people should know this, right? When he's fucking tanking and I'm healing or I'm DPSing, I'm always like, dude, bring them back to the fucking totem, okay? I don't want to have to drop, you know, Wind Fury again, Strength of Earth again, Mana Tide, Mana Spring again. Like, what's the point? Just bring them back to the totem. But then here he goes, being a fucking warrior, charging them, right? Fucking charging them 20 fucking feet across the map. I'm like, dude, couldn't you just shoot him with your fucking bow and bring him back here? Oh, I need the fucking range. I need the range. I'm like, you play a shaman. Out of all people, you should know how fucking annoying that is. I know, brother. I know. Hello, my friend. Sleepy 2. Hello. Hello, my friend. I love that, though. John Kevin, that was fucking funny, my man. Izzy Omega says Hunters are good. You can play them poorly if you haven't played Hunter in a while. The 10 feet mid-range is hurting. Yeah, Izzy, here's the great thing about Hunters, and honestly almost every class in Vanilla WoW, right? There's so much nuance involved, right? There's such a huge gap between a mediocre Hunter and an amazing Hunter. Like, they are two totally different things, dude. A mediocre Hunter can be like a fucking fly on the wall, where a fucking really good Hunter can be like a fucking lion. You know what I mean? It's crazy how different the two are. I remember as a priest, right, that there was this one time this Hunter starts attacking me, and literally she just starts backpedaling, right, to try to get away from me. Just starts backpedaling. I'm like, what the fuck is this person doing? She's just backpedaling me, like trying to get away from my range, and I'm in her no zone, right? I'm in her no zone, and she's just backpedaling away from me, and I'm like, what the fuck is this person doing? Not using Viper Sting like on a priest, or not using, you know, not trying to drain my mana, not trying to feign death and trap me, and just literally like let me kill her. Same thing happened again. Came back, did the same thing, came back, did the same thing. Like, that right there is a bad fucking Hunter, okay? A really good Hunter would never let any of that happen. It's just crazy the difference between, like, good players and bad players can mean so fucking much. So much in vanilla. Another Jedi. Big Worm! Big Worm! Big Worm donated $4.20 through Super Chat. He said 4 days in a row. Golf clap. Keep it up, guys. Hell yeah, dude. This is the 4th day I streamed in a row, and I'm fucking loving the energy. I'm feeling the fucking community, guys. I love you guys so much. Damn, this is fucking great, man. I literally, like, went from never... I was like, oh, I'll try streaming out. I'll give it a shot, to, like, I feel like I'm addicted to fucking streaming now. You guys are fucking my addiction, and I... Like, seriously, though, I love streaming. It's so much fun just hanging out with you guys, talking some fucking classic WoW. It gets me hyped. You guys get me hyped. Thank you so much, Big Worm, for the 420. That means a lot, my brother. 420, I love you, brother. Snapple's in chat, dude. It's time for a Snapple, guys. It's time for a sucking Snapple. That's a lot of sex. Wait a moment. Yeah, Johnny Bravo, that was a lot of sex. 100 sex is a lot of sex. SEK actually worth more than US dollar, I think. No, I think a SEK, like 100 SEK is like 20 bucks, I think, right? Hold on, let's look it up. Which is a lot. Which is a lot. It's like our biggest donation today. 100 SEK to USD. Oh yeah, 100 SEK is like 10 bucks. Yeah, so it's like every 100 is like 10, right? So 200 SEK is 20 bucks. 300 SEK is 30 bucks. That's right. And that's a fucking fat donation. Thank you so much, my dude, for that fucking fat 100 SEK, baby. That's a lot of sex. That's a lot of sex. That moment when Def Camp has more sex than you. Dude, that's pretty sad, man. That's pretty fucking sad. I fucking love you too, man. I love you, brother. Hey, Defo does have more. Oh, he defo does have more. We need to get his P.O. box info, spam him with Snapple, dude. Outbreak. Oh my god. I'll get a P.O. box soon, dude. Can you imagine all the Snapples? Bro, that'd be fucking great. I love me some fucking Snapples, my man. Give me the RD already, Blizzard. Give us that fucking release date, Blizzard. Come on, man. Orkbit is a legend. Orkbit's a legend. Hamster Wheel's a legend. They're fucking... I mean, Orkbit and Hamster Wheel, you guys have been making content on Classic WoW for so fucking long. You guys have been keeping the dream alive for the rest of us. Thank you so much, man. Oh, Orkbit's back in Denmark. Oh, that's right. Oh, shit, man. I gotta hit him up. We should all get together one day. Hamster, me, you, Orkbit. We should just fucking hang out, stream or something one day. That'd be fun. Talk something, do something. Gnomes. I created my account in NA, but I live in EU now. Hope I can change. Yeah, man, I'm planning on playing on both, guys. So I'm gonna have EU. I'm gonna have EU and NA, but my NA is gonna be my main. Also, Def Camp with Dunedain, are you guys rolling Alliance Warlock to do a level with his Paladin? I hear they're a tier. Johnny Bravo, no, I'm actually going Paladin as well. So I'm going Paladin all the fucking way, dude. I'm going Holy Pally. Here's the thing, though, right? Like, I don't know if he's gonna be leveling with me, since that's gonna be his main. So maybe when I make my Paladin, he can level a Warlock, and we can level together. Because I know the Paladin that he's going to be making, he'll probably blow past me, you know what I mean? Since that's going to be his main character, and this is going to be my alt. So who knows? Maybe we can. Melderon should know better. I know, right, dude? Fucking... Nice one, Big Worm. Rip the Night King. Dude, no spoilers! I didn't mean to say that. No, yeah, never mind. Fuck, I didn't. Oh, fuck. No, I didn't say nothing. Shit. Fuck. Def, did you know that a hunter have tanked Ani? Kargas is gonna press need on our tanking gear? No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. Now, he's just joking, dude. By the way, does that vape support weed? No, I don't believe it is. This is a pod system vape. It's only... Salt Nick. So guys, I want to watch this this video OG Haptics made. So it's called Can a 14-year-old PvE Be Competitive? The Reality of Classic Rating. I want to watch it. Let me go through the chat real quick, make sure. I got stoked every time I see that. Def Camp Melderon is now streaming pop-up. Hell yeah, CJ Window. More like 15 bucks. There you go. More like 15. Hell yeah, brother. Love you, broski. Can we watch some Unbreakable Shaman? I think we saw that. We probably watched it like 10 times on here. Honestly, though, if you guys have never seen Thornos, is his name Thornos or Thornas? He's another elemental shaman who's fucking sick, dude. Tornado, that's it. Tornado, yeah, he's fucking sick. But I also have clips here for the new Great Wizard video featuring Perplexity. I was going to watch some of that as well. But I want to watch this video right here OG Haptics made. Hey, Defcam, what time of your rating do you think I might play on your server? Mitchell Ramsey, probably depends, right? So we don't know if the guild was going to be East Coast or Central, but probably sometime around 7 or 8, you know what I mean? 7 or 8 o'clock at night, around that time. I need the release date so I can book the time off work. Same here, dude. I need to fucking get 2 weeks off of work. So, where are you from? I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, baby. The city of brotherly love. City of brotherly love. Born and raised, my man. Somebody gonna send a pallet to your house? I know, right? Oh, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go to the bar and get drunk somewhere. I don't drink, Hamster, but I will have a Snapple. I will have a Snapple, my dude. Yeah, I'm in recovery, my man. I don't do nothing no more. I'm a boring old man nowadays, but I do have an occasional Snapple. You know, I love me a Snapple. I'll be your guy's designated driver. I don't need to be drunk to have fun, baby. I can just be myself. So, I'm down though. Let's all go out together. I would fucking love it, dude. Also, Hamster, if you want to, dude, we're thinking about going to BlizzCon this year. We're gonna fucking do it, dude. Just because we want to meet up with so many people, you know what I mean? And we're gonna fucking go. Wait, why are we talking about my country, Denmark? Oh god, can't wait to team up for quests. Remember playing Alliance, teaming up, killing elite orcs at Red Ridge Elites, ogres at Lochmadan, impossible to solo, and you are forced to team up. Yeah, Kingston, the fucking... Okay, so here's the thing about Classic WoW. We're talking about this yesterday when we had Melderon on the stream, right? The amazing ability, like, not the amazing ability, but the fact that we had outdoor content, outdoor 5-man content in Classic WoW was so fucking cool, right? Don't underestimate, dude, that fun that you will have doing those fucking outdoor 5-man content, right? Those what we call them, outdoor dungeons or outdoor instances and stuff like that. So, you know, of course, one of the best ones is the hinterlands. Why do I always forget the Jinthil lore, right? Jinthil lore is one of the best ones, one of the most famous ones over in the hinterlands. A lot of quests for it, a lot of awesome rewards. Yeah, they're fucking great, dude, and I can't wait to do them as well. Only 10 subscribers? What do you mean only 10 subscribers? Oh, for oh, 10,000, you mean? 10,000? We actually hit 10,000 subscribers not that long ago, Rishi. So we hit 10,000 subscribers not that long ago, and yeah, it's been fucking amazing, dude. So 10,000, that's a lot, brother. For me, at least, I'm really fucking proud of that, my man. Do something productive in life. Hell yeah. We're gonna be playing Classic WoW, my man. That is fucking productive. Sure, Def just left when it's our tanking gear Kargas is needing on, but you're gonna go bananas when he starts needing on healing gear for his men's pet spec. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if fucking Kargos be one of those hunters who needs on what the fuck is that alarm? Who needs on the robes of Argol or some shit, dude. Yeah, WoW is productive, absolutely. Angry. City of Philly cheesesteaks, hell yeah, dude. Got a college degree. Drinking sucks, man. No worries. Yeah, dude. I actually respect. No problem, Hamster. It's all good, brother. You getting drunk on that hype? Abso-fucking-lutely, Joe Deck. You know it, man. I live like an hour from Blizz HQ, says CJ. If you come down to BlizzCon, please let me know so we can meet up with you guys, dude. Abso-fucking-lutely, CJ. Yeah, if we do, we're gonna like tweeting that shit. It's gonna be all out, baby. You're not a person who drinks. That definitely, Mel, that changed my mindset and has helped me. 2 people I know are in recovery. I'm not a person who anymore. Awesome, Johnny Bravo. Yeah, dude. So some of you guys know this. I'm in recovery. You guys know some of my past, right? I used to use a lot of different drugs. Was addicted to opiates for a long time, over 10 years of my life. I have 5 years clean now from all drugs, and I work as a certified recovery specialist. So I don't know why I'm just talking about that, but, you know, bringing that up. But yeah, if you guys don't know, it's a big part of who I am, right? Big part of who I am. I don't hide that I'm in recovery. I don't hide that I'm someone who used to fucking do drugs and all that kind of shit, because it's a big part of who I am today. And honestly, if I didn't go through what I went through, wouldn't be here today. So I look at it like that, man. Everything happens for a fucking reason. And yeah, Melderon has always been a huge support in my life. What Chrome theme is that? Looks sick. Honestly, I don't fucking know. I think Melderon did it for me. Dude. I don't even know. I don't even fucking know, dude. What's the best way to farm gold as a healer in vanilla? Good question, Kai Parn. So, it depends on your class, right? If I would say, if you're going to say priest, I'm going to say DM when DM comes out, obviously. DM East. You can farm as a priest. You can also farm as a paladin if you want to, go into like a protection spec and drop some. I mean, you could probably do it as holy as well. It's like a holy kind of prot whatever thing going on. Doing your AoE damage with consecrate, things like that. Probably be easier, much easier as prot though. So for as a shaman as well. As a shaman, you can do the DM East runs. Now here's the thing: will DM East be as rewarding and will it give as much gold as it did back in the day? So if you guys don't know, on private servers, on a lot of private servers, the DM East, so the lashers, a lot of people farm. They farm for the grays. They farm for the items that they drop. I've made thousands of gold fucking farming those guys. I'll admit it. Even on private servers where they actually reduced on this last private server where they actually reduced the drops from those mobs. So DM East can be very lucrative for almost every healing class. Like I know druids can do it. I know shamans can do it. Priests can do it. And paladins can do it. So I would say in phase 2, once we have Dire Maul, DM East can definitely be very lucrative for a healer. So Melderon does it, but you can't do it. Here's the thing, though. As a shaman, you really can't do it in full resto spec. My brother does it in his elemental spec, right? And as a paladin, I don't think you can do it as a full. You might be able to do it as full holy. You might, but it'd probably definitely be a lot easier as a prot paladin. And for druid, obviously, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I know druids can do it. I've seen druids do it before, though, in bear form, things like that. But it is doable. Might be a little bit harder. I've actually never attempted it on a druid, though. So I have done it with my brother on a shaman. I've seen it done on a paladin before, and I've done it on my priest. So that's something you can do when phase 2 comes out, brother. Did you see the Elite BlizzCon Pass Blizzard just released? No, I didn't see it yet, my man. I did not see it yet, brother. Have you seen the sci-fi series Dollhouse? It's pretty awesome. No, I didn't see that either, Tumulgin. Dollhouse. Is it about fucking dolls? That shit's fucking scary, dude. Oh, didn't hear. Where were you from, mate? Caleb, I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philly, the city of brotherly love, and the city of cheesesteaks, and crazy fucking people like me and Melderon. Will we get a release date tomorrow, John Kevin? I don't fucking know. Who knows, brother? Maybe. Implying a college degree is productive. Society really got you good, mate. I don't know who you're talking to, but I don't have a college degree. Melderon's a fucking doctorate, though. Melderon's got a PhD. Opiates are a major issue in the U.S., yeah. So, Caligula here in Philadelphia. Actually, believe it or not, yesterday, so a big place, okay, a little bit of backstory here. Heroin is a huge problem here in Philadelphia, right? Like, the heroin epidemic is huge. That's what I started off using opiates. I broke my leg when I was 13, started using pills, eventually graduated to using heroin. Heroin's really bad here in Philly. It's actually now like pure fentanyl. It's really fucking bad. It's killing a lot of people. So I used to go down, everyone would get high, they would go down to this place called Kensington. It's basically, think of it like this. It's like a flea market for fucking drugs. Literally like that. It's like, you ever look and like watch Game of Thrones or like those old, like fucking, you go to like these old cities and there's like these huge marketplaces outside. That's literally what it's like. They don't have tents and shit, obviously, but they're just people out there selling drugs on the streets all over the place. And it's a part of Philadelphia where they do that, right? And it's so bad that the cops really can't do anything about it. So, why am I bringing this up again? Every once in a while, my mom and I will go down there and just help out and shit like that. Well, yesterday they had this fucking film crew there, and they interviewed us down there as well. But so the thing is, they're trying to bring like more attention to the issue. They're trying to show that this is something that's like really bad. It's going on. Like it's happening here. It's no longer just happening to people of the inner city. Kids are coming down from the suburbs. Literally everywhere in Pennsylvania is affected by this opiate crisis. It's become that bad. People have gotten hooked on pills when they were younger, OxyContin. They were giving out like candy to a lot of people here in the U.S., giving it out to fucking everyone. And now tons of people are hooked on fucking heroin, right? The opiate crisis is really fucking bad here. So it's gotten to the point now where it's not just like, oh, it's your problem, it's their problem. It's everybody's fucking problem. Like doctors, lawyers, fucking, rich kids, poor kids, everyone. You can ask probably anyone in the city. They know someone affected some way from the opiate crisis. Like, it's not just, junkies or like that and the other. It's everyone. So yeah, it's gotten really bad here in the U.S. And hopefully that fucking documentary we did yesterday, I don't know what it's gonna be on or anything. If probably won't even use the footage or whatever. But it's crazy though. But that's what I do for a living. I work as a CRS at a place, and kind of like a recovery coach in a way. But thank you for the grass in the 5 years, my man. I appreciate that, brother. Yeah, but I'm still addicted to WoW. So still addicted to WoW. That hasn't changed. Don't start playing Magic the Gathering. It's literally cardboard crack. Yeah, dude, I heard that, man. We all dialed that chat back, guys. Nothing but love and hype here today. Abso-fucking-lutely, Pat me, dude. Nothing but love and hype here today, dude. That is what this chat is like, though, for real. This fucking chat is fucking amazing. I love everyone in here. You guys are fucking great. All right. Mailbox dancing, hell fucking yeah. Prot after 4.0. Would you roll Dwarf Priest over Nelf Priest, even though you don't like the looks? Actually, Fendor, here's the thing. I like Dwarf more than... Dwarf is my favorite Alliance race. So I would absolutely roll Dwarf Priest over Night Elf. So Dwarf, for me, I actually have a Dwarf Rogue on another server, and I love them. Dwarfs are actually one of my favorite Alliance. Dwarf and Humans probably kind of tied. And I love Stoneform, dude. Being able to fucking Stoneform out of blind is so OP. So OP. Yeah, Dwarf, of course. For a Shaman, what about 30, 21 Elemental Resto Spec that can try to sneak into raids, even though... See, here's the thing, right? Johnny Bravo, I'm planning on doing, like, once I'm geared enough, right? And once the raid has progressed on one of my shamans, right? On my shaman, I meant on my shaman. I'm trying to remember exactly what my spec was like. I completely plan on fucking going in there with this spec, something like this spec. It's not 100%, and healing like this. I mean, yeah, it's not the fucking best healing spec. It's not the greatest at all. What's the other one again? We're here. So, yeah, 30-21. That's the spec, right? So, I 100% think that, yeah, you can go in there and heal with a 30-21 spec. People have done it before. I've seen people do it in my guild. People do it all the fucking time. But you're not going to be nowhere near as good as the people that are full resto, who have fucking, like, purification, healing way. Those talents are really fucking good. Those shamans are going to be way better than you. But yeah, you can get away with being a 30-21 as long as your guild's like as long as you like if you're doing like a ZG or doing a fucking AQ20 or you're doing a fucking MC run when your guild's like doing fucking AQ40, like that kind of shit. I wouldn't go in to BWL when you're doing BWL progression as a 30-21 LE shaman. I wouldn't do it personally. But yeah, when we had MC on farm and shit like that, yeah, there was resto shamans coming in with their LE spec for PvP and healing as that because they still had all their gear. They were still healing very well. They were still just spamming fucking chain lightning and still doing great. So yeah, you can do that, but I would not promote doing that on progression. You know what I mean? Oh wow, I actually met the chicks yesterday who was from Philly, PA. Small world. Oh really, Hamster? Was she crazy? Because here's the thing, Hamster. If she's from Philly and she's Italian, she's fucking nuts. So be careful. Be careful. There's my mom will attest this, okay? My mom is a South Philly Italian woman, okay? And they're all fucking insane, okay? It's true. I'm Italian. I'm 100% Italian. I'm allowed to say that, okay? I'm allowed to say that. We're fucking nuts. Okay, not all women from Philly are nuts, but a lot of them are. I mean, all the men from Philly are nuts too. We're all just fucking nuts. That's just the truth. I like Dollhouse to basically implant personalities and memories onto people, do a certain job and stuff. Oh, really? That sounds pretty fucking cool. Should you level Arms or Fury as a warrior? CJ Window, from talking to Atticus, right? Atticus fucking thinks Arms all the way, man. You can do like a Fury and then go to Arms at 40. But Atticus really, and I'm not that big of, I don't have that much knowledge on Warrior. I know from Atticus told me there was a deep dive we did on Warriors. You can watch that if you want. We made a video out of it as well. It's on the channel. But he thinks the utility that you get from arms is just so fucking good, right? You would benefit from Fury earlier a little bit more in the early game. But for the most part, arms is just so good for PvP server. It's so good for leveling. There's a lot of oh shit buttons, a lot of shit you can do that helps you during the leveling process. So for me, I would personally go arms, especially after level 40. Bro, same in upstate New York as well. Yeah, SRL. So the whole Northeast, honestly, all over the country, right? This opiate crisis has taken a foot, and in the small towns, dude, in like these small towns where people, you know, get hooked onto the painkillers and shit like that, it's really taken root up in there. And the only way people have actually been able to combat it is through the community. You know, it's all about that community, man. Fucking in WoW or in real life. Scramble's fucked. Yeah, sorry, baseball reference. Team, it might be a little dark to say this, but kill your local fentanyl dealer is a wholesome phrase at this point. Yeah, dude, I know, man. It's fucking nuts, dude. I love listening to your streams when I walk my dog. By the way, do you think most people are going to assume that we know how to get through dungeons, etc.? I haven't played since 2006. Here's the thing. I think for the most part, people are going to be very helpful in Classic WoW. I really do. I feel like a lot of people are going to be helping them, their fellow, you know, people out. They're going to know either you haven't played this at all, you haven't played it in a long time, or you've played it on private servers, right? So for the most part, most people are going to be in the camp of either haven't played it at all or haven't played it in a long time. I think people are going to be very patient and understanding, knowing that, you know, listen, everyone doesn't remember, everyone hasn't experienced this, and we need to just be a little bit patient with people. And what Classic WoW really is all about is assisting and helping people. And, you know, it's not just about you, right, when you do a dungeon. It's about doing the whole, it's about bringing that whole group through the dungeon together. It's about getting through it together, having that awesome experience, maybe adding some friends to your friends list fucking afterwards, and feeling good that you either got some good gear, helped some people out, whatever, and had a good fucking time doing it, right? It's not just about finishing the dungeon, doing this, doing that. It's about the process, about enjoying it. And I think a lot of people know that in order to enjoy it the correct way, you might have to help somebody out, and that there's nothing wrong with that, right? What documentary? So, Dosmek, I don't know the name of it, anything like that. I'm sure there was a lady who told me about it, who asked me to come down and speak. I'm sure she'll get more information about it. I can ask her when it gets closer to like coming out or whatever. I'll probably, if I'm going to be on there, I'll let you guys know. So yeah, we'll see what happens on that though. But thank you guys, thank you. If WoW Addiction was smokable, would you smoke it? I don't know, probably. Thanks for the answer. Human, you get extra spirit, but yeah, human's fucking nice too. I want to raid 22 enhanced, 29 resto. I'm a Boston Italian. Love you guys. Hell yeah. Over up there in Harvard Yard. All right, yeah. Boston, Massachusetts. I had some weird 22/7/22 Imp Ghost Wolf spec for the longest time on my Xiaomi. Entered MC with that as well. Didn't last long after that. Of course, that had had to go Manatide. Hell yeah. Manatide's really fucking nice. What's on your favorite pizza? The Benzo, honestly, I'm a purist, my man. I like a pepperoni or a plain fucking margarita, like a nice margarita pizza, margarita, you know, like, but personally, there's different levels of pizza for me, right? There's a Sicilian pie, so I love a nice Sicilian pie, either plain pepperoni, maybe some sausage, so the pepperonis are the big thick ones, you know, in the square. They're great. There's some really good Sicilian places around here. Then you have your typical, like, you know, New York pie, or there's even like such thing as a Philly pie, which is kind of like a New York pie, very similar. Thin crust, you know what I mean? Big slice, thin crust, fucking making me hungry. And that's great, right? It's good plain, it's good pepperoni. I'm very limited on my toppings. I love a white pie. I love like a white with spinach or a white with ricotta, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm a big fan of that as well. I do also really love like a fucking brick oven pie as well. So I'm a purist, man. Like very small amount of toppings, not a lot. Largest civil litigation ever, I think. Oh yeah, are you guys East Coast server? Either East Coast or Central. We're not sure yet. As SRL. There's a whole camp in Santa Cruz with 50 plus tents and needles everywhere. Some guys got caught with 130,000 in bags of heroin. Yeah, so player abroad, that's a big problem here, right? We have a huge homeless place. We actually had, there was called like Tent City. We had a tent city here in Philly that was kind of like off the railroad tracks, and people were just living there. They actually kicked everyone out of there. They kicked everyone out of there, and they're all just living on the streets now. I mean, yeah, let's just like sweep it under the rug, right? I made friends on a private server this past week, running around Nomer and RFK. Haven't. I've wanted to change from maining Alliance to Rep Paladin to playing some kind of Horde character in Classic, and I've wanted to ask you for advice on which class to play. Okay. I appreciate when you guys ask for what class to play and all, but like a lot of the time I feel like I give the same answer because like I feel so much of it has to do with what you really want to play, right? Do you want to play a healer class? You know, first you got to think of it like this, right? What do you want to do in WoW? Do you want to DPS? Do you want to heal? Do you want to tank? Do you want to do both? Do you want to play a class that can do multiple things? Then you're looking at hybrids. Do you want to play a class that can just DPS? So you're looking at your pure DPS classes, right? When first considering what class to play, definitely think about what it is you want to do. And know that for certain classes in raiding and endgame, you're going to be pigeonholed into healing a lot of the times, right? For certain classes. Not necessarily 100%, but for most cases you will be, okay? So remember that when picking certain classes, that most people will assume that you're going to be healing or wanting you to heal.
The deepest commitment. The most serious mind.
Frank Bradley has just donated $20. $20 through Super Chat. He says, respect you and your work, bro. Work in ER and see users on the daily that need help. In my area, lots of people cooking meth and desomorphine and cooking in high GH and half dead with their arms rotting off. Just sad. It is sad, Frank. And, you know, it was unfortunate last night. My mom's friend had lost her daughter. Like, something happened last night. And it's really, really sad because a lot of these people, they're not bad people, man. They're just fucking sick people. They're just people with a problem. There's, you know, I was one of them. You know, I was just had the unfortunate event. Like, I have a lot of my family were addicts. You know, it's genetic. My dad was an addict. My uncles were addicts. You know, for me, it's more of just, you know, wasn't so much a choice for me. It was something that happened to me over time, and it wasn't anything I ever wanted to do or a person I wanted to be, right? It just fucking ended up happening that way. And, you know, a lot of good people end up fucking dying in this, and it really sucks. So, I appreciate the work you do, my man, working in the ER. I'm sure you see a lot of shit. I'm sure you've seen a lot of rough shit, and, yeah, it gets really fucking, it's really sad, dude. It really is. But thank you so much for the support, my man. Thank you for the $20. I really appreciate it, my brother. Keep on fucking doing what you're doing, man. That means a lot. You know, people like that, people like yourself working in an ER and doing what you guys do like that, I could never do that. I could never in a million years, never do that, dude. You know, my job, what I do is, you know, basically helping people, you know, who are struggling, you know, to try to, you know, get better, to work on themselves, and, you know, whether they have to go into a rehab, this, that, and the other. But being able to, you know, you see the worst of it, my man. So thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for the $20, Frank Bradley. That means a lot, my man. That means a lot. So I really appreciate that. And I'm sorry for the feels there, guys, but yeah. And yes, Lucas, Sicilian pies are fucking amazing. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Sounds great. The Swedish pizza places suck so hard. Swedish pizza? What the fuck is Swedish pizza? Is Melderon in the house? I don't know where he is. Melderon is probably either having a cigar right now or working on a video, or who knows what the hell he's doing. I have no idea where he is. Thank you so much, Frank Bradley, my man. That means so much, though. It really does. Okay, guys. I want to watch this video. OG Haptis is, can a 14-year-old PvE be competitive? The reality of classic rating. We're just talking about this, right? We're just talking about this. Oh, Necker, you watched the Game of Thrones episode. Awesome. It's great knowing you guys put a real effort into helping addicts 100%. Thank you, man. Thank you, my brother. Nathan says, there is no such thing as addiction, just... yeah, Nathan, sorry, brother, but that's... probably very fucking Nathan, if you think that, my man, then you are just uneducated, my dude. So sorry about that, brother, but you're just not the smartest person, so that's nothing wrong with that. All right. Going mining an herb to level 20 to herbs my alt, and respecting engineering and smelting for whole day. People just so John Darcy says people still refuse to treat addicts like a disease and prefer to treat things like AA. I have found out recently AA has a single-digit success rate. Yeah, I mean, John Doherty. Here's my thing, right? Like addiction is for every person. Every person has a different addiction, right? For some people, they can do great. Oh, get rid of this fucking guy, right? So some people can do great in AA. Some people can, you know what I mean? For me, it wasn't really for me personally. I didn't really do too good in that place for NAA. It helped me for a while, helped me get to where I needed to be. But personally, I think everyone's addiction was different. I think everyone's recovery is different as well. I don't think everyone should be, said like, oh, the only thing you have to do is AA or NA or whatever. I think everyone, whether it's medicated assisted treatment through, Vivitrol, methadone, Suboxone, whatever. Some people are good with AA. Some people are good with other things. I mean, everyone's addiction was different. Why would everyone's recovery be the same? So that's my opinion about it. I think that, some people obviously don't understand it, and they will never understand it, and it's a lack of education that is really that's hurting this the most. So people out there like that guy, you know what I mean, who aren't educated in this, think they know what they're talking about, but obviously have no idea, right? And that gets spread around. Bullshit's been being spewed out for years, and that's obviously the kind of shit that we have to deal with. But you know what I mean? It's just how it is. So, and transmog, exactly. LFR and transmogging. Jesus Christ. All right, let's watch this. I'm addicted to Def and Mel. Hell yeah. Check the top post. Classic WoW Reddit made me feel more optimistic. Okay, let's check that. Classic WoW. Let me see. On the top post on the Classic WoW Reddit. Have you ever seen Parks and Rec? Yeah, it really says a lot about addiction. I've seen some of the Rat Park Experiment. No, I haven't seen that. Caliglove. I have not seen that. The only cure for classic addiction is a release date. Absolutely. We will never get to watch that video. Okay, Jasper, we're going to watch it in a sec. Okay, first, I want to see what's on the Reddit, though. So check the top post on r/classic WoW. Okay, let's check that real quick. Let's check that. I want to see what it is. Let's see what it is. r/classic WoW top post. Okay. It says it makes him feel more optimistic. Is this it right here? Classy Fridays are for asking questions about your class. Ooh, each week focuses on a different class. No question is too small, so ask away. This week is Paladins. Seal and Judgment. Is this it? Is this what you're talking about? This week is Paladins. Seal and Judgment. The magazine for working Paladin. This month's hot and holy articles. It's called a robe. 5 summer robes that'll make your raid look twice. How long you should raid with that special warlock or shadow priest before showing them the light. Maximal Tyrosis, a worthy successor or keeping the seat warm. Will he be the right High Lord for you? Exercises for the Bubble Hearth, but Bubble Hearth. 10 shocking things your honor brother in the Horde says behind your back. You won't believe him. Dude, that's fucking great. Oh my god, that's fucking funny as hell, dude. That's really fucking... Is that what it is? Alright, no, just a reminder. Looking for Group Monday. Oh wait, I think just a reminder how... Oh, okay, this is it. This was it. Okay, just a reminder. Just a reminder of how far we've come. Classic announced. Wow. So 2017, right before 2018, Classic was announced. Classic released. That's how close we are. Dude, look how fucking close we are, boys. We have already been through all of fucking this. All of this. All we have left is this. That is fucking amazing. Almost there, boys. Almost fucking there. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. That is fucking awesome. That is so fucking awesome. So fucking close, dude. Alright, let's watch the video now. That is fucking awesome. Thank you for sharing that, my man. Okay. Check the, yeah. Alright, here we go. Hype home. My guess is that will be easiest to find raid spots as a major warlock. We deserve this shit. We wanted it so bad. By will alone, we have our home back. Hell fucking yeah, my body's ready. It's so fucking close. I can taste it, dude. That fucking hype. That fucking hype, baby. I love it. Alright, boys. We're gonna watch the video. Okay, here we go. Alright, I know we've been waiting like all fucking stream for this. Okay, OG Haptics Gaming. Can a 14-year-old PvE be competitive? The reality of classic raiding. Here we go. OG Haptics makes good videos. Let's check it out. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Time to light a joint, bros.
As we get closer and closer to summer and the release of WoW Classic, there continues to be a lot of discussion in the community about how challenging the raid content will be. Many people have memories of vanilla raids being completely inaccessible for average players, with only the most hardcore guilds even setting foot into the legendary 40-man encounters, and only the very best players having those coveted epic items.
Hello guys, Frost here.
On the other hand, private server enthusiasts have been watching the vanilla content be min-maxed to death for years now. Private servers are loaded with full epic players, and in many cases, the PvE content on private servers is actually overtuned compared to retail vanilla. Many servers have raised HP and armor values on bosses and trash mobs in an attempt to make the 14-year-old content a bit more challenging. And Nostalrius even used a progressive itemization system to make early raids as difficult as possible. Regardless of these factors, within a few weeks of Blackwing Lair releasing on Nostalrius, over 20 guilds had killed Nefarion, if my memory serves me correctly. So, what will the PvE landscape actually look like on Classic? It's hard to know because we don't have a lot of information regarding how Blizzard is going to tune the bosses. It certainly seems like they plan to use the default values from retail vanilla in terms of resists, armor, parry chance, HP, and stuff like that. Regardless, one thing is certain. Bosses will die very quickly.
For some people, not for all, I think.
I can say with 100% confidence that the majority of servers will have at least 1 or 2 guilds full cleared, newly released raids on day 1.
Yep, 1 or 2
This is just
guilds.
the reality of playing a 14-year-old game in a day and age when a simple Google search can tell you exactly how to kill a boss. World firsts and server firsts will definitely still matter, but the races will be very short and tight. I'll reference Nostalrius Blackwing Lair release one more time here. Less than 10 minutes separated Dream State's server first kill from our second place kill in Nope, and about a half dozen other guilds had full cleared the raid by the time we woke up the next day.
I love these fucking Hurricane videos, dude.
This is obviously a far cry from the long and grueling world-first races we've become accustomed to seeing in modern WoW. It took Method nearly 9 days of constant raiding to achieve their world-first mythic Gahoon kill, and there were only 2 other guilds in the entire world that were even really in the race. Despite Battle for Azeroth's lack of popularity and the overall negative reception it has received from the community, hundreds of thousands of people have tuned in to watch these world-first races, and it's been pretty compelling content, even for someone like me who's not actively playing the game. Method has proven that there is still a large audience for high-level PvE gameplay in 2019. But will that audience be interested in Classic, where the content isn't actually new? While the excitement of World First and Server First races will exist to some extent on Classic, it will be very short-lived. New bosses will drop in the blink of an eye simply because there will be hundreds of guilds that know exactly how to approach the raids on day 1. But don't worry, this doesn't mean vanilla PvE can't be competitive and interesting in the long run. It will just be a different kind of competition. I'm talking, of course, about speedrunning.
There you go. It's all going to be about speedruns, for the high-end guilds at least.
This room behaves pretty
for the fucking high-end guilds.
Going to be opening up the map right here, which saves a little bit of time. Because the moment we enter this room, every room adjacent to this room starts loading. But then this room was already finished loading, but the door doesn't open until the other room is finished loading. So by opening up the map, you make that door open once it's finished loading instead of waiting for other doors to finish loading.
In 2010, the world was introduced to
Prime,
Games Done Quick, a semi-annual speedrunning event to raise money for charity. A few years later, speedrun.com launched with the goal of providing one central place for speedrun records to be verified and archived. While people have been speedrunning games like Doom and Quake since the 1990s, and the Speed Demos archive has existed since 1998, it wasn't until around the launch of speedrun.com in 2014 that the concept really exploded in popularity and made it onto the radar of the mainstream gaming community. Today, there are millions of fans hooked on watching the best runners in the world masterfully completing games. And coincidentally, some of the most popular titles for speedrunning are retro games like Super Mario 64 and GoldenEye 007. This is an important fact to keep in mind, and one we will come back to later.
A really big one too.
Speedrunning's explosion in popularity happened right around the same time that vanilla private servers were experiencing a similar explosion in popularity. In the summer of 2013, the vanilla scene was heavily concentrated on the Phoenix Emerald Dream project, and European guild Team Plague was widely considered to be the best on the server. Competition and rivalries were fierce, but there wasn't really a way to objectively measure success until a really awesome guy named DLatazu launched RealmPlayers.com, the first ever armory and statistics website for private servers. The community immediately embraced the Realm Players project, and a few months later, DLatazu introduced Raid Stats, a Realm Players plugin that collected detailed parsers for private server raids and uploaded them to the website. Features included a world boss kill tracker, a guild ranking list,
how popular
and
do you
leaderboards
think
for
this
individual
is gonna be?
DPS and healing
That's my
records.
question.
There was
There's
also
definitely
a
gonna be
clear
people
time
doing it,
leaderboard
but
for
how
each
many?
raid. Team Plague initially held the #1 spot, but at first this particular feature was largely ignored.
Right?
And there wasn't too much discussion about speedrunning in the vanilla community. That all changed when North American guild Ridin' Dirty put together an impressive BWL clear, breaking Team Plague's server record and claiming the #1 spot on the clear time leaderboard. An infamous thread appeared on the Phoenix forums that was simply a screenshot of the leaderboard followed by a gif of a rapper throwing money into the air. Ridin' Dirty members proceeded to spam the thread with similar gifs to taunt Team Plague, and the thread quickly blew up to become one of the most active posts ever on the forum. It didn't take long for Team Plague to plan their own maxed out speed run. They reclaimed the #1 spot and clapped back with a forum thread of their own. Within a few months, the vanilla community, which was small at the time, had full-blown speedrun fever. Guilds became obsessed with finding ways to improve their
People
clear
were like,
times,
"Oh my
and
god,
by
it
the
took
time
you guys
Nostalrius
2 hours to
released
do
in
MC.
early
What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, we weren't even
speedrunning had
trying to
become one of
speedrun.
the
What the
primary
fuck?
forms of competition within the vanilla scene. Nope held the BWL record on Nostalrius with a clear time of 32 minutes and 57 seconds. After the Nostalrius shutdown and its revival as Lightbringer, Progress achieved a 25-minute clear. And just a few months ago, longtime Vanilla Guild Vanguard from the Chronos server posted a new BWL world record, achieving a full clear in 20 minutes and 23 seconds. I'll include links to all three of these impressive clears in the video description.
That's insane.
Unfortunately, it's a bit pointless to compare clear times from different private servers, because stuff like mob HP, armor values, proc rates, and damage coefficients can vary quite a bit.
Here's the thing. Do you guys think that the lack of... This is a good question. I wonder if OG's going to bring this up. But if world buffs are the way they were in vanilla and not on private servers, right? Will that hurt the speed runs that much? Like, will it be that big of a difference? Did you ever watch the Fluffykins WoW video? I think I've watched that one. But my question is, not having world buffs, will that be a detriment to the speedrunners? I mean, and how big, right? Because only having of course you can still get them, right? You can still get your world buffs. But I'm wondering what Blizzard's going to do about that. Are they going to make it how it was in Classic, to where, there was a time lockout on when you can get world buffs, right? So, yeah, because on private servers it made it a lot easier. Having your Ani head, of course you can still get your DM North buffs, but having your Ani head, ZG, and all that kind of stuff, and your, I think it could be a somewhat of a detriment to speed runs, but probably not that big, right? Because you can still flash, can still do all that. What's happening in this streamer so far? This stream so far, Ben, we've been talking about a lot of things, talking about you know, people talking about what's, you know, can a 14-year-old game be competitive right now? We're watching this video OG Haptics made. We watched another video about someone talking about, you know, is Classic WoW just nostalgia? And we're just fucking hyped as shit today, brother. Hyped as shit today, talking about some good shit. So let's finish up this video real quick.
Even the positioning of trash mobs is slightly different from server to server. There are entire segments of trash that can be skipped with invisibility potions on some servers, but due to differences in mob positioning and aggro ranges, this is not possible on all servers. It's also obviously pointless to compare a clear time in BWL gear to a clear time in Nax gear, but these factors haven't stopped the vanilla speedrunning scene from becoming incredibly competitive. Once Classic comes out and everyone is playing the exact same version of the game, the competition will only get more intense, and I for one cannot wait to see world-class guilds push speedrunning to the absolute limit.
Yeah, it's...
Over the past 10 years, speedrunning has emerged as a super fun way of making retro games competitive. I'd be willing to bet that almost everyone watching this video has played through The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's an absolute classic and has been around for 21 years.
Look at those lines,
but
bro.
Even today, speedrunners are finding new ways to push the limits of the game. Just a few weeks ago, the Ocarina of Time world record was broken once again by Norwegian speedrunner Torje, posting a mind-blowing time of 17 minutes and 1 second. It's easy to see why fans of retro games have fallen in love with speedrunning. It creates endless replay value and ensures that competitively minded players always have something to work towards, even when playing 20-plus-year-old games that would be otherwise irrelevant. It's no coincidence that the vanilla community has also fallen in love with speedrunning, and you can rest assured that clear times will be one of the primary measuring sticks for hardcore guilds on Classic. If the idea of perfecting your run for a world record doesn't get you excited to step back into vanilla raids, then I don't know what will. Like I mentioned, once we are all playing the exact same version of the game with the same values on trash mobs, the same mob positions, the exact same boss mechanics, the same proc rates on items, and the same rules in terms of stacking buffs and consumables, the intensity of competition when it comes to speed clearing raids will surely reach a fever pitch. Getting a server first kill on Classic will surely be an accomplishment any guild can be proud of, but as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the races will be short and tight. I can guarantee that clear times will be just as meaningful as server first kills, if not more so. Chasing individual DPS and healing records is also incredibly addictive for PvE-minded min-max players. That just about does it for my thoughts on PvE and speedrun.
That's a good video.
If you enjoyed the video...
So here's my thoughts on this, guys. Here's my thoughts on this. So, while I do agree, I think this will be big for a lot of hardcore... a lot of the hardcore, you know, a lot of the hardcore guilds. It'll definitely be true for them. But my question to you is, how much of a percentage of the Classic WoW community will that be, right? Will that be 5%? Will that be 10%? Will that be a large enough part of the community to the point where it's actually, you know, making a big effect on everyday players? Now, when we talk about the hardcore, you know, player base, right? You talk about the mythic players on, you know, current WoW, like, you know, Method and all that kind of stuff. Those guys are a very small minority on what retail WoW is, and I feel like it'll be the same instance, and it'll be the same thing of how speedrunning will be on Classic, right? It'll be a small community of, you know, players who have played, you know, on a lot of the private servers, who have done this for a long time, and who are, you know, ultimately they know the fights, they know what the fuck they're doing, and their idea of, you know, success is how quick they can beat this raid. And that's cool. I love that. I think that's awesome. But I don't think that that's going to be a lot of people doing that. I think it's going to be a small minority of people that, you know, are going to be able to do this and are going to, you know, really push this. But for the most part, I don't think it's going to affect the majority of people. I think the majority of people are going to be doing this for the first time. You know, will MC be very easy for a lot of people? Yeah. There's going to be pugs that are clearing MC. There's going to be a lot of people that are clearing MC, you know, but as we progress throughout vanilla, the raids get harder and harder, and, you know, a lot of the, you know, fights will become more and more of a challenge. Like, you won't see pugs really that much for AQ40 and fucking Nax, right? It's not going to happen that much. They're not going to be beat so much that everyone and their mother is fucking clearing AQ40 and Nax. That's not going to happen. But I do think there will be a small minority of people that will be doing this and will be having fun doing it, but I don't think it's going to be a detriment like to the classic WoW community. I think for the most part, people are going to be very new to the sorry guys, I pulled the whelps. Very new to the experience, and I think it's going to be pretty refreshing to see that. So you think 25 to 20% Pogren? I think it's going to be less than that, man. I mean, think about this, Pogren, right? I know for a fact, like, our guild, like, having a fast clear time, that's cool and all. Like, my goal, though, is to clear MC in a relatively, decent time. But that's not my goal, is not to be able to speedrun it, right? My goal is to clear it, finish it, and have it on farm, and I honestly could care less about the time that we do it in. As long as we're doing it every week and finishing it and doing it in a decent enough time, as long as we're doing that and Ani all in one night, whatever, when we're on farm, that's fine. But to say that, I don't think 25 to 20% of people are going to be doing speed runs. I think it's going to be if maybe 5 to 10%, maybe. Because I think the classic community is going to be really big. I do. I think we're going to have a lot of people, a lot of fresh faces, a lot of new people. I mean, at the most, speed runs and all that, I think it'd be like 10%, honestly. I can't see it being much more than that. I just can't. If it's only 10%, it's still 10,000 plus people. Yeah, that's a good point, Emulsion. If it's 10%, that's still 10,000 plus people. That's a lot of fucking people. And that is basically, a good part of, like, the private server. So 10,000 people, right? Think about private servers. Not, at its max, a lot of these private servers have maybe up to 10,000 people at their max, right? And only a portion of those people are doing speedruns, right? So I don't think a good portion of those people are going to be into classic doing speedrun. I think we're going to have maybe 5 to 10% of those people are going to be those hardcore speedrunners, and I think the most of the rest of them are just going to be, like guilds like myself, and we're going to be, our goal is going to be able to clear AQ40 and clear Nax, but our goal is to clear it, right? Our goal is to clear it and to get on the farm and to be able to do it confidently every time we do it. And if we do it quicker every time, that's awesome. But I don't think we're going to be competitively speedrunning fucking bosses. My thing is I want to clear these fights. I want to have it on farm. I want to enjoy the game. And if people get enjoyment out of speedruns, like, that's awesome. That's great that they do that. But for me, I don't think it's going to be for most people. I really don't. I think it's a good chunk, but not the majority. Absolutely, yeah. I think progression will still be relevant. Absolutely, CJ. Absolutely, I do as well. I do as well, man. Finally off work and can tune in. Hell yeah, Hayden. Hell, welcome, my brother. If Blizzard decides not to add any expansions for content after Classic, I don't see anything else other than speedruns to do. Yeah, it's a good point, MCXs. So if it is only Classic, and like we have Classic for 2 years, and people are just doing it over and over and over again, then the majority of people will be doing speedruns. But I'm talking about how many people are going to be doing speedruns, like, when Tier 2 comes out, and people are doing BWL, people are going to be doing speedruns for, MC, or even before that. When they have their full Tier 1, they're going to be doing that. At that time, I think only like 5% or 10% of the player base is going to be doing that. Of course, more people are going to be doing it down the line when there's nothing else to do. But I think that's by that time, hopefully, the Burning Crusade will be coming out or whatever. You can speedrun MC and BWL, but Nax is a different ballgame. Yeah, you need gear, and that requires a lot of time spent in game. Most development players will be rewarded. Absolutely, Peter. That's a great fucking point, man. I think Tier 1 gear will be devalued and carry less WoW factor, but Tier 2, 2.5, and 3 will still hold a God tier legendary status. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I mean, like, well, there is some Tier 1 that's really good, but yeah, like you said, Tier 2 does get exceedingly better for a lot of classes. Tier 2.5 and Tier 3 is, the power creep, we've talked about this in Classic WoW, can be very strong, especially when you look at it from Tier 1 to Tier 3. It's a huge difference. I rated to raid, I rated to get cool shit and PvP. Peter, and I feel you on that, my man, and I think that's how most people look at it, right? Myself, would it be cool to be able to get a decent time, like, eventually down the line? Sure. But my main goal is to raid, to have fun with my friends, to, you know, to kill Ragnaros, to kill Neff, to kill Cthulhu, to kill KT, to clear the raid, to do it, to have it on progression, to have it on farm. But I'm not going to want to run in there and, like, stress everybody out. Like, all right, guys, we're going to do this in a half hour. You know, if we don't do it in a half hour, fuck this, whatever, blah. Like, for me, that's not my thing, right? And I know a lot of people feel the same. They just want to clear the raid, have fun, you know, have raid night with the boys. You know, some people want to drink and raid, some people want to smoke and raid, whatever. Me, myself, I just want to fucking heal and have fun and talk to people. But I do think it is healthy to have those competitive groups out there. It is. It's very healthy for the community because it gives us something to look at and be like, oh, well, that's cool. You know, these guys did it in a half hour. Maybe one night we can try to do a speed run. It gives people that instance of, wow, there's people out there doing fucking BWL in 20 minutes. That's amazing. Like, that's awesome. I think it's fucking great that people are doing that shit, man. I think it's great for the community and it makes other people want to strive to be better, right? I think it's always great that there's something out there making people want to strive to be better. And that's a big point of what Classic WoW is. I think knowing that Nax will be out at one point, knowing that it's still going to be a challenge today, fucking 14, 15 years after, you know, it was released, it's still going to be a challenge. That's fucking unbelievable. That's amazing. I've never rated. I rated to get, sorry. Peter is bang on. Yeah, I think he is too, honestly. On Nost, a lot of middle of the pack guilds did actually try speed MC for fun, but Black and Lair speedrunners would never even have been a thought. Yeah. When you're stuck on the phone, you're gonna piss your pants. Once you have tier 2, MC becomes like big trash mobs for bosses. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. And you know what? Like that's when you can start looking at it in like that kind of sense and having fun with it, right? And you know, just fucking AoEing giant fucking trash mobs. And it's fun. It's cool. It's cool to be able to do that. But when you're progressing through MC, you know, when people are doing it at the point where, you know, their main goal is to be the first one to kill it and to do it in a relative amount of time, like most people I don't think are going to actually be doing that. But yeah, like will it be cool for one night for us to like go into MC with a bunch of guys when we're geared out and to see how fast we can do it? Yeah, it is, but like that's not going to be our main goal, you know what I mean? Rogue, Major, Warrior, personally, myself, goat in the coat, personally, out of those three, I really enjoy Rogue. I do. I love mages as well. I want to play warriors a little bit more, but I love Rogue. Rogue was my first love, man. It really was. Sapogran says that also including the PvP side of things is that 20%, by the way. Okay, so that the people looking to do rank 14 and hardcore rating. Oh, okay, Pogran. Okay, so you're saying, okay, Pogran, I get what you're saying. So you're saying the hardcore player base is going to be around 20%. That makes sense. That makes sense. So if you're including, you know, speedrunners, if you're including people trying to hit rank 14 and trying to, you know, or rank up as much as they can, talking about 20% of the player base, yeah, maybe. But, you know, do you think a lot of those people are the same people? I think a lot of times it is. I know OG Haptics is one of those people. Like, he is a hardcore raider. He's a hardcore PvPer. I think a lot of those people usually tend to be one and the same. Sometimes, at least. Some people are just PvP. Some people are just PvE. So, yeah, maybe that's more. Still, I think it's like, I think maybe we're underestimating just how many new fresh faces we're going to see in Classic, though. Like, I really think not only just fresh faces, but people, I mean, for the longest time, like, I didn't want to play private servers. First of all, I didn't know how to fucking download the client, right? I didn't know how to do that. And second of all, I was like, oh my god, I don't want to play on a private server. I don't want to blah, 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 have this happen. I think there's a lot of people out there who either played vanilla or played in the classic, you know, WoW, and are really interested in coming back to Classic when it comes out, but haven't touched private servers. So I think that's a large percent of people as well, right? And then the people who have never played it at all. People have never seen, you know, Kata world. I think that's going to be crazy, man. Def, the reason how you can complete Zelda, the Ocarina of Time, in 17 minutes is after killing the boss in the Deku Tree. You can do redacted and teleport to the So the Ganondorf Tower as you link. Yeah, I saw that happen for Temulsion. Isn't that like, to me that's like cheating though, right? I don't know. Like you watch a lot of these speedruns nowadays, right? Where they skip bosses and they skip content. To me, doing a speedrun is completing the game, right? Completing the content as quick as possible. I don't really like the fact that like you can just teleport or find your way to the last boss and then beat it. I mean that's cool and all, whatever. But I think like a pure speed run in my eyes would be clearing all the content in the quickest amount of time. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just not keen to it. I don't know. Hey Def, what's your opinion on Blizz lets people pre-order Classic to view the server list and create characters ahead of time? Ben Spots, interesting. So that could be cool. That could be a problem. That could be. Here's the thing, right? If people pre-order it to make their characters and all that kind of shit, I don't think they would do that. I don't know, Ben Spots. It's a toughie. Personally, of course, if they did it, of course I would do it, right? Of course I would fucking. But so like the fact is that it's supposed to be free with a subscription, right? So you would have to pay, I guess, more to do that. You would have to pay extra to do that. I don't know. I don't know if they would do that, man. But I would pay for it. I definitely would. If I had the ability to, lock in my character and see which server I was going to play on, so I could coordinate that with all you guys, absolutely I would fucking do it. But will they do that? I don't know. That's a good question, Ben. It's a really good question, man. I don't know. Yeah, I think I want that. 100% do it. Yeah. It'd be cool if they released a list of servers for sure. Yeah, dude. Smoke and raid. I'm more worried about people choosing the character name I want. Streamers ought to be really anxious about this. Norse Bannon. Yeah, I'm a little worried about it. Like, here's the thing, right? If it happens, whatever. Like, I'll just change it a little bit. You know what I mean? It's not going to be a huge fucking deal to me. But, I mean, that's why... So last time we had this happen... Someone actually, Taranka, if you're here, but dude, props to you, man. He actually, when the server went live, was like one of the first ones to get in there, and he made me and my brother's name for me. So when we logged in there, we tried to make our character. Okay, and we tried to make our character right away, and boom, wasn't able to do it because he already made it. So I was kind of anxious, but then come to find out, he actually made them for us. So it was really cool to see that. Really cool to see that. So if anyone wants to do that, I would really appreciate it. 20% equals Poop Sock Gang, Def Camp Melter on TV. Poop Sock Gang, hell yeah, brother. They could announce the pre-order beforehand, hilariously enough. That is one. Def Camp Melter on TV. Inquire, are you of the opinion that raids will be easier, if not a lot easier in the beginning because of 1.12 items, talents and specs, raid NPCs, buff and order, 5 per 10 stat start? Yeah, I mean... Daniel, the 1.12 stats are definitely going to make things easier for a lot of people, right? The fact that certain pieces of gear are going to have spell power on them, obviously it's going to make it easier. It's going to make kill times quicker. There's going to be a lot of items that have MP5 on that didn't. There's going to be a lot of items that have spell power on it that didn't back in the day. So looking at it to be easier than it is. So when I'm saying easier, right, I'm relating to it on how it was on private servers, right? In my experience on private servers. So doing MC for the first time around on a private server where all the gear I had didn't have spell power on it yet. It didn't have much MP5. As you can see, my pre-raid list here for my, and I'll show it up from the website again, guys. Also, boom, Classic WoW Live. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, check it the fuck out. Classic WoW Live. It's fucking awesome if you guys want to mess around with it. But like checking out my pre-raid BIS list here. So you look at this for a second, right? And I already made this pre-raid Best of Hot list over a month ago before we knew if the itemization was going to be the way it was or not. So obviously see here, Tooth of Nar, back in the day didn't have the MP5 on it, so that was a piece of gear that wouldn't have had it. You have many things here like the Dust Feather Sash. You have other items here like Sky Shroud Leggings. Look how nice they are for a healer with that fucking 34 healing. Omnicast Boots. Mating Circle. A lot of these items didn't have the healing, the plus healing on there or the MP5 on there. So in that effect, it will make it easier. But will it be easier with the fact that less people may be world buffed, less people may be flashed, this, that, and the other? Who knows? I don't know. We don't know exactly it's going to look like come Classic yet. Are the are we just completely off with the numbers on the bosses? Are they going to be a little bit more difficult in Classic? I don't know. So, but yeah, we'll see, brother. Hey, Def, do you know that the very first Ragnaros kill was first done after patch Yeah, we talked about that earlier, brother. Yeah, that's fucking nuts, man. Ocarina of Time, I fucking love that game too. I dropped $10 to get that name and server. I went, hell fucking yeah, dude. I drop a tenner. I dropped $10 here. There are 100% clear speed runs too. Oh, there are. Okay, Temulsion. Thank you, brother. I wasn't sure about that. I missed the pre-Kata world. Me too, man. I really fucking do. I want to see a world tour speed running classic. That'd be great. Those speed runs are called 100% no glitches. There you go. Thank you, guys. Okay, that's the one. All right, cool. I used to do speed runs for Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, 100% no glitches for fun. I would say when GDQ is live again this year, give it a watch. It will open your mind on speedrun. Alright, definitely will do it, man. There's a lot. I've watched a few videos about speedruns and things like that. It's definitely a whole world that I'm not too privy to and I'm really fascinated by. But yeah, it's really fucking cool. I want the name DefCam. I hope no one makes it. Nice, dude. That's why we can't agree just to be the first PvP server named with a K or S. There you go. That's not a bad idea, yeah. I have a name for my characters, but I'm happy if I'm not a streamer, so it's not taken. I know Cargos has Karzog or Zagrak for his Warlock in mind. Oh, he does? So yes, here's the thing, right? If I can't get DefCamp, I mean, I'm not too... I don't know. We'll see what happens, brother. We'll see what happens. I'm not that big of a fucking streamer, though, right? So, like, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe there's some guy out there who really fucking hates me and just wants to steal my name. I don't know. And he's going to try to sell it to me or something like that, right? He's like, listen, buddy. I've got your name. I'm going to fucking hold it hostage for 50 DKP. And for 500 gold. Give me my fucking money for my mount. Give me 1,000 gold, and I'll give you your fucking name. That'd be fucking funny as hell, dude. Oh my god. 50 MSG. Yeah, 50 MSG for cat. Are there plans for a guild come classic def? Yes, Tyler, absolutely. There are plans for a guild come classic. I will give you a link to our Discord, my man. Give you a link to the Discord, and there you can find in announcements the link to our guild. Actually, I'm going to put it right here for any of those guys who actually are interested in joining the guild and you want to put an application in. Oh yeah, just join the Discord. You can get through there. Go to announcements. Scroll up a little bit. I'll pin it. You'll see it though. And it's just from about a week ago. And you'll see there is the website for the guild invites and for all that kind of stuff. So there you go, brother. TT, don't say that. People don't want to know. I really hope no one wants to take the name or take it hostage. Just let him make the priest, guys. That'd be fucking, who cares, man? Imagine you don't get the name and someone on your server got it, and it's a gnome rogue. Oh my god, dude. Oh, dude, that'd be fucking... If a gnome rogue has my fucking name, dude, I'm gonna camp that son of a bitch. I'm gonna camp that son of a bitch till the fucking end of days, dude. Dude, how funny that'd be though if there's like gnome rogues out there and all their names are like Kargaz, Karzog, Cargos, like they're all like a ripoff of Cargos' name, and they all just fucking gank him like nonstop. My gnome priest is gonna be called Human Warrior, obviously, yeah. Oh, dwarf priest. Oh god, gnome priest. What the fuck are you thinking, man? No, I'm kidding, Kelly. Does it let you know if your application has been accepted to the guild? I don't know. I don't actually know. So Egregious is the guild leader. I'll let you know though. CJ in the Discord. I'll ask him and see if there. I think there is a thing that does say that you have been accepted or whatever, or he'll get you, either one. All I know is that Egregious is on top of this shit. So Egregious is the guild leader of the main guild, right? The main like hardcore guild, and then we have the other guild as well. But Egregious is really on top of this shit, so he will definitely fucking let you know and let you get in. 5 minutes dinner ready? All right, cool. So dinner's gonna be ready in 5 minutes, guys, and we got a really nice dinner. So I want to head out of here in about 5 minutes. So we got 5 minutes together for the rest of the day today, brother, and then I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow. Okay, again tomorrow. So don't fret. We will be back tomorrow. but my name shall be Flamorph. Awesome, thank you, brother. Gnomes have a cool lore history, but they're super lame. Trolls are cool, but have a lame history. Say, Norse Bannon, I always thought that like gnomes had the weakest lore, right? Okay, here's the thing. Gnomes are, from what I know, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, though, like the gnome history, what is it? It's like they were fucking in Gnomerigon. Gnome lore? Like, I don't even know. What is, like, the gnome lore? Gnome lore, Goblin Mechanic Orc, how powerful are gnomes, what are lore? I just don't know about, like, the gnome lore at all, really. So here's the novel video. It's like 20-something minutes long. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, obviously, but...
To the grief, though, he had to hold
I mean, obviously, right, they had the you know, their city was Gnomerigon, right? It was taken over by, like, the fucking leper gnomes and shit. And that's it, right? I mean, that's like pretty much all of it. I don't know anything else with the gnomes, honestly. I really don't. Making gadgets, that's their extent of it, right? Gnome! I'm a gnome! How hard would it be for Blizzard to let players keep their retail nicknames properly when Classic launches? Their retail nicknames? What do you mean, like, their nicknames? Are there... You can have nicknames in retail now? Or to keep your retail name? Is that what you mean? Like, so... If your name in retail on your main character is so-and-so, you would keep it? Because I do have a character called Def Camp in retail. He's like a level 80-something priest that I haven't touched since like Cataclysm, but, I mean, that would be cool. Making gadgets, that's the extent of it. Yeah. Nerm! Fucking Thermoplug betrayed them. Oh, okay. I'm not a goblin. I'm not a goblin. Oh, God, dude. Fucking great. Yeah, so, like, I don't know the whole story about gnomes. All I know is that I don't like them. I don't like them. And for me, they just don't do it, man. They just don't fucking do it. Listen, if you love gnomes and that's your thing, I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy that you love the gnomes. I'm happy that you found, the race for you. But for me, dude, they just don't fucking do it. They don't do it. They don't. What's wrong with my voice? Oh, my God. All right. Yep, that's the point. Okay, there you go. That's the point, right? First time around, I went Alliance, but this time I may will be Horde to play in your guild. Jeff Walker. Hell fucking yeah, brother. So, guys, I'm so excited for the guild. I'm so excited to see what happens, the community that we get. So, our community, I will say this again, is the best fucking community out there. This community has been so strong, has been so supportive, has been so fucking amazing. I cannot wait to play with you guys. So I do have to go in like a couple minutes. And I do want to say that you guys have been fucking amazing today. You guys have really, really just been awesome. I mean, my hype level was like up here today. I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm so fucking hyped. Things are going so good. Looking at that fucking picture again. Where did we have that again from the Reddit? Is it hold on, let's get the Reddit again. I want to see that again. R classic. Well, here we go. Look how fucking close we are. Look how close we are, boys. So already, we've been through all of this already. All of this. From here to here, all we have left is this little hump. This little hump. That's all we have to get through, boys. That's it. And then we're going to be playing Classic WoW together. On the fucking... We're almost there, boys. Almost fucking there. The hype's real. It's going to fucking happen soon, boys. Should I have added a date, do you think? But won't don't do for the giggles. Listen, man. It's right fucking there, boys. It is right fucking there. Will be one over a gnome, but gnome's such a lock, bro. I love dwarfs, but I don't want to play any of the dwarf playable classes. I'll have to go gnome. Yeah, here's the thing, right? I understand if you end up going gnome because you want to play like a mage or a warlock because they're just so good. So you're kind of like pigeonholed into it, right? Because of the intellect boost. I mean, listen, fucking, to get out of fucking... Why can I never think of their fucking racial's name? Get out of fucking shit. Get out of free card is cool and all. So close. I know, Pogren, so close. Fucking, Breakout. What the fuck's it called, guys? Prison Break. Escape Artist. Escape Artist. Thank you. You guys fucking saved me so many times. Jesus Christ. Blizzard. Watch Blizzard screw us and pushed it. Oh, dude, I hope not. Rise, bro. I hope not, my man. Escape artists. Yes, we all have gone all of 2018. A full a year over with. I think we've survived waiting the time. We said we wanted to be chronologically frozen. So far, so close. Yes, escape artist. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to pull an escaped artist right now and go have dinner. So I'm gonna be like a fucking gnome right now. But listen, guys, I had a lot of fun today. We streamed earlier today. We streamed for almost 3 hours already. And I really had a great fucking stream, guys. I want to thank you all again for all the donations, all the subscriptions, everything you guys did today. You guys were fucking amazing. Thank you, Poggin, for all the snapples you put in chat. Thank you guys for so much. Real quick, I hope not, but I really don't think they will. I'm assuming that they would realize that they went far. One foreign classic is so strong, and on top of that, they aren't creating content instead of tuning in. Enjoy dinner, man. Thanks for the stream. Yes, guys, thank you so much. Wait, what's for dinner? I don't know. I think it's a surprise. So we'll see. I think it might be some kind of pasta dish, which I could really go for. I hate the mount sound, so I'll have to go horsey 40 instead. Thanks for stream. Yeah, guys, thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the day. Enjoy your day with your families, with your friends, and with your friends in Classic WoW as well. I will see you guys tomorrow. Probably a little bit. We'll have maybe a little bit of a later stream today, depending on what else is going on. But I have work tomorrow as well, so I will see you guys. Stay woke. Keep on keybinding and greeting. What did I say? Keep on keybinding and greeting. Keep on keybinding and grinding. Keep on kneading and greeting. Keep on fucking. What was the other one? Keep Uranus gaping. And Jesus Christ. Let me just get the fuck out of here. All right, guys. See you guys. Peace. Love yous. See you tomorrow.